Hey, welcome to kind of an impromptu stream. Um, I'm Trina's Technobabble, in case you didn't know. Welcome to as I said, an impromptu stream. I got memory for my 2010 cheese grater Mac Pro, and it may not work. And I'm going to show, and so first of all, I'd like to introduce my co-host. We have Spoofer joining me. Hey, you.
Hello.
And in the chat, we have All Things DG and Jeremy's Vintage Hillbilly Shack. Hey, guys. So, according to the everymac.com, this computer requires 10600E. So I went on eBay because I wanted to get more memory. And I feel like I'm doing a wheel of regrets. Jeremy's watching. So I ordered this memory, which as you see in the photo says 10600E. Now, in the listing over here, it says 10600E, 12800E. I received the 12800E. So I don't know if this is going to work because Apple is very specific on what they support. And what I pulled out of it was 10600E, which is what as I said, what I expected to get because that's what's in the photo. But when I went to go make the thumbnail, because initially my plan was I'm just gonna put the sticks in. We're gonna do a live stream with basically what I did on Christmas Eve. Put on some background music and test the memory. And then I was looking at the photo for the thumbnail. I'm like, well, shitballs, this is the wrong memory. So the stream kind of got bumped ahead. So that's the fun. So
Yeah.
let's change camera madoodles, and I don't know what the heck everybody's going to be looking at because I spent the entire time cleaning off the bench from all the laptop gobbledygook I've been working on, and I totally forgot to take a look at my other cameras. So we're going to see what that's pointing at. Oh, okay, you're looking at a curtain. Sweet, that's what I figured.
So
Okay.
that's the cheese grater.
That is the cheese. Yep, yeah. I seriously hope my curtains are not that dirty that I can grate cheese on them and they're that crusty. Yeah. So, one thing that was mentioned. Sorry, I'm trying to get this thing past the stupid. We're gonna go up. That was mentioned by Garth Beagle as kind of a joke was that the screen from the laptop from my stream yesterday, which turned out to be a little more sorry than I planned. So this is the broken screen, so I don't care what I do with it. He said that won't fit into a Mac Pro. Look, it fits right in. I could tape it right there on the side, just like that. And it almost fits in. If it wasn't for the fan, it almost fit in that way. Kind of like maybe jank it in there. Anyway, that was just a joke. Because Garth Beagle said it won't ever fit in. So this is my 2010 Mac Pro. It is a single core processor. Mac Pro. We have the memory slots right here. As you can see, they're vacant. I did do a mem test on them on the last live stream I did with this. And we had bad memory. And it turned out 2 of the sticks were actually bad.
Ooh.
Ooh, yeah. But yeah, I got this memory. As you can see, if it will focus, maybe put my hand behind it. It's 12800E. And I don't know if it's going to work. So we're going to find out that good old fashioned way of. So I found out that this is slot 1 because it doesn't boot if I put it in that slot. And that was with a working stick. So I can't. I need to get some light in there. There we go. Cool. Sorry if it's kind of blinding, folks.
I was gonna say you might want to put on a torch or something there.
Yeah, well, there we go. I have these fun things called swing arm lamps. And I actually have 2 speakers hanging from this one because they're magnetic. They're the old beige speakers. But yeah, if I need any light, I just. Where were you last night? Look into the light. Okay, so I got a stick of memory. we have in the back here, we got video. You can't really see. Ta-da, we got video plugged in. I got keyboard, mouse, and the power cable isn't going to do anything in that orientation. Uh, So we're going to try plugging it, turning it on. I got the original stock card on it because the card I want. Oh, and by the way, just for people to know, so I did a couple of surveys of what should I install on this open core with Mac OS 12 or Linux. Open core won on all the polls I did, so I'm going to put Debian on it because yeah, that's easier. And I burnt off Debian 12 on or burnt it, but you know, what do you say when you put an ISO on a flash drive?
You create a bootable
Flash
USB.
drive? Yeah, I guess.
That's what
So
I say.
yeah. I'm just so used to saying we burnt it because I'm old, and we used to burn discs and copy floppies and zip disks, and
I
okay,
remember those days too.
right? Good old days. All right, well, let's try this in 3, 2, 1. Is my By the way, are you seeing anybody chatting, or is it just me? Has the
It's
chat
just
died?
it's still Jeremy's still saying hello, which hello, I didn't get to say that.
Okay, all right. It's just we get 6 watching and nobody's chatting. That's all. I'm just surprised.
They're
Okay,
just lurking.
3, 2, 1. Oh, we got power. Oh, oh, the light's staying solid. And we got a chime. What the poopity poop?
So it actually worked.
Look at
for
that.
now.
Bam. Now we're obviously going to get, I can turn it off at this point because there's nothing to boot from at this point inside. Okay.
You know,
Cool.
instead of doing Debian, you should install the latest supported Mac OS on there and have the most sick rig to create some of the most awesome 2010s YouTube videos in glorious 720p.
Okay, so what we're going to do, guess what's on this? Come on, spoofer. You know
Windows ME. Not joking around.
Okay, so you're no longer invited to any of my streams.
I'm joking because a guy actually tried to install Windows ME on a Mac from like 2007. It did not go well.
Yeah, no, this is my usual go-to. It's Memtest.
There we go.
So we're gonna put Memtest in it.
There we go. Install all things said the better one, Microsoft Bob.
What is Microsoft Bob?
A very bizarre kind of like I would say baby's first operating system from Microsoft that had like a talking smiley face, I think.
I've never heard of it.
It pretty much spawned Clippy and all the characters in Microsoft Word.
Oh, okay. Yeah, never heard of it. So
It didn't do well, that's why.
and hey, Mike's Future Retro, I have Debian 12 on this. So I'm going to test the memory tonight, and then tomorrow, because I still have a laptop to work on. So tonight we're just going to test memory, make sure it works, knock on wood. And yes, if you look down at my workbench, it's wood. It's bamboo, actually. It's really nice. Which is more, which is better for the environment because bamboo actually does reproduce more. So anyway, I'm not going to go on an environmental spiel.
I mean, you could. I mean, it's relevant.
I could.
Since you're working with electronics.
All right, ready? 3. I'm going to press and hold the Option key. Let's turn it back on. If I can find the power button. If I could find the power button. There we go. It's just I'm at a weird angle looking in the front of it. Hey. All right, let's turn off the lights so everybody's not getting blinded. We got a white screen, which is, oh, I thought I was going to have to return this. which I was not looking forward to. Let me see.
And
Just bear with me 1 sec. I'm going to try to. There we go.
There we go. Apparently, Mike said you might want to at least use Cinnamon as your graphics environment in Debian.
Nope, not using Cinnamon because I want it to look like Mac OS, and apparently Cinnamon is not the way to go for that because I've tried on my Linux Mint Cinnamon edition, and it just does not work. So, but I do like the look of Mac OS, so I'm gonna try install it. We're gonna play with it tomorrow night. Bill Gates.
Yeah, look at Mac OS is great.
Yeah, I like the look of Mac OS, and I want to have it in Linux.
I tried doing something like that in Windows 10 just because my main machine runs that. I couldn't get like the hack, the kind of the weird hacked whatever install working. So boo.
Sorry for the shaky cam. I'm trying to get this thing a little more.
I watched old 2007 video game Let's Plays on YouTube. I can handle this.
There we go. That's a little better. The problem is, if I zoom back, well, I won't, but the screen's really tiny. Like all that black, it's not background. This is all screen. Everything it's so tiny on the screen, and I don't know why. It full screens on PCs. So anyway, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah.
And on that 2007 note, at least you're not broadcasting this on an old flip phone, so
this is true.
You wouldn't be able to see anything.
So yeah. So hi everybody. So I'm going to bring folks up to speed, primarily Mike. So Mike, I went and ordered memory. Everything I read said that this computer takes 10600E. I was sent 12800E DDR3, which kind of scared me. Is it me or is that kind of blurry, the mem test?
It is a little blurry. I can still read it though.
Let's see what happens here. Let me try to get it a little better focus. Focus? Is that any better?
A little.
Let's see if I can bring it in. I can probably bring it in a little bit closer.
There we go.
There we go. So anyway, the person sent me, the seller sent me 12800
Goldie.
Yay, mem test. Hey Goldie.
No.
Yeah, so I thought I was ordering 10600E, which was what was in it. Turns out actually the two of the 4 sticks in it were bad because I decided to test it 1 stick at a time. Just for I'm like, I don't really care because I'm replacing with 16. It came with 8, and I was going to replace it with 16, so I really didn't care either way. I wasn't going to put 1 stick in at a time. So I just I wasn't going to refill all the slots. Let me rephrase that. So I put 1 stick in at a time in the primary slot, and it, yeah, 2 of the sticks would not let the computer boot. So I'm going to say those are bad sticks. So those just went into the bin of recycle. Actually, the box of recycle. And that reminds me, I got to send a picture to somebody. Because I have, I'm going to change cameras for a sec. I know, MemTest is so exciting, but I'm going to change my camera back for a sec. And then I'm going to turn on my light again so you can see me. Hi. So I have this little thin client compact, which I thought was just a modem because it was in a box with modems, but it actually is, as you can see, I'm going to sit on its side. It's an actual PC.
Ooh, that's cool.
But it requires, up here, this is where the power is, it requires a special power supply, which I didn't come with.
Does that have a year on it, or?
Not that I can see of. Hang on.
Apparently, Joe's saying boo.
Hey, Joe. Boo to you too. Hi. If you want to Google, it's a Compaq T as in Tom 1010.
So say depending on the year, that could actually make for a pretty good DOS machine if you had the right stuff for it.
Windows NT embedded 4.0. I got the key on the bottom. I'm trying to see if there's a year. I don't see. Manufactured November 2002.
Okay, maybe it's not as old as I thought it was going to be.
No, it's a early 2000s. So. I thought you might like the shirt, Joe. I know I could get that running. Okay. And hi, William Lynn, a former repair. Hi. That's cool. I wish I didn't waste my money at Microsoft.
Well, why were you at Microsoft?
Hey, Mark.
Hello.
We got
good
Echo,
evening.
Mark.
Hello.
Oh, hang on.
That's right. I gave Microsoft my money today. What did you buy from Microsoft, Goldie?
Was it a painting of Steve Ballmer shouting developers?
No, it was a naked painting of Steve Ballmer. Even better.
I don't know if that's much better. I don't think that's better at all.
I mean, meh. What do I think of Windows on ARM laptops? I mean, I have an ARM. Hold on, just a second. Hold on, wait a second, because I'm gonna pull a Joe here for a second. Da-da-da-da. So, do you mean like a laptop on an ARM? Is that an ARM laptop? No, no. I don't know. I really haven't played too much around with it, so I can't really say. Honestly, most of the PC laptops I'm dealing with are still Intel Core i5s, like late i5s, late i7s. So yeah, I really haven't like 10th gen, 12th gen i7s, 10th and 10th between 10th and 12th i9 or i5s. So really haven't dealt with too much on the ARM side.
I have
But if
ceased my
somebody,
echoing.
you're fine now. There's no
Yes.
echo now.
Echo. Okay,
But
good.
if somebody would like to make a channel donation of an ARM-based computer, I'd say Apple, but I'm kind of got my knickers in a twist over what's his name? Tim Cook right now, and supporting things and stuff like that. So
Yep, unfortunately.
Yeah. Considering that he donated nothing to the Biden inauguration, and magically $1 million to Trump's. So anyway, we won't go on that tangent.
Yeah. How are your memory exploits going?
They're going. Let's change camera madoodles again. Sorry, showing off my little. I don't know if you saw this. I have this. What I thought was, because it came in a box of modem, so I just assumed it was a modem. No. It's just a little bitty computer.
Client.
Yeah. And I keep forgetting to message somebody else about it and going, "Do you want this? Do you want it?" So, under the covers, cool. And I can see 60% of Trina. Okay, Joe, you want to see my box? Hang tight, please. Here's one.
What's in the box?
Here's another one.
It's a very flat box.
I also have the one with all the memory still in it. So there's this one. What else would you like to see, Joe? Oh, and Joe, if you want, feel free to join. By the way. All right. So let's see how the memory's going. I'm gonna have to turn off my light beside me because
Oh, look, it's Memtest.
It is Memtest.
The glorious Mem test.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Wait,
be.
are you running Memtest on a Mac?
Yeah. Well, believe it or not,
Oh,
you can still get bad errors because like I had 8 gigs of memory and it was 4 2s. 2 of the 4s were bad. I know, and a Mac.
yeah, I bought extras for my my 5.1 and one of them was dead, so it's not unprecedented. And then I realized that you're only supposed to put them in threes, which makes no sense.
Oh, because I haven't read anything like there was 4 in it, and like 3 seems like a weird number. 12 gigs always has seemed like a weird number to me. I've seen computers running on 12, and I've sold one, but it just seems like a weird number.
What it is.
Oh, and by the way, just before we continue, Joe, you're welcome.
Yes, as Joe just pointed out. Yeah, that Xeon chipset's capable of doing triple channel memory.
Okay.
So if you put it in threes, it makes it go faster.
It is a single processor in it. So 3 makes it go faster. Well,
I think it'll still do triple channel. Because I think it, I don't know.
Because it's just, yeah, it's a single core on this one. But what we can do after we get, I'm going to put the 4 sticks in anyway. I'm going to ignore everybody because that's what I do.
I mean, it's more worthwhile if you've only got 16 gig.
Yeah, right.
Mine's got 24 in it, which is enough for most people.
Yeah. Well, I didn't have that kind of crazy money, so I bought the.
Yeah, well, you'd have had to buy it in 8s. Mine are all in 4s. So.
Yeah, mine are in 4s. And that's the thing. I would, because I only have 4 slots. So.
Yeah, according to the Great Book of Intel, yeah, that processor will do triple channel.
Okay.
I think they all do at that generation. But yeah, I mean, like I say, if you've only got 16 gig, and it makes a bit more sense to put more memory in it than 12.
Right, exactly. Yeah. And it just, as I mentioned on Veronica's channel, 12 just seems weird to me. Every time I see a laptop with or a computer with 12 gigs, I'm like, why? Just
well, usually what happens in those circumstances is the IT bought the machine with 4 gigs of RAM in it. Then the person complained, and they just went, oh, damn it!
I got an 8 gig stick.
Another 8 gig in it. Just shut them up, basically. I've done that with several machines at work. We have several that have got 12 gig in, and just because I just put another 8 gig in, and here you go.
Yeah, exactly. And I know I recently got a tower in. Somebody sold me, and then I flipped it. That had 12 gigs of memory in it, and I'm just like, yeah, okay, I don't care. I put a 128 gig SSD, slapped Windows 10 on it, and hadn't sold in 2 days. So somebody's like, it has 12 gigs of memory. I'm like, okay, yes, it does. He's like, great, I'll take it.
Well, I mean, when you're talking about Windows 10, 8's kind of the notional minimum, so 12's a little bit better.
Yeah. So and that's and also still, it only had a 2nd gen i7 in it, so I was like, I am not forcing somebody to suffer with 12 gigs of memory and a 2nd gen i7 with Windows 11 because my installer doesn't. I've bypassed, because you can do this with Rufus. One of the options is bypass the check to see. So,
which apparently Microsoft now sort of notionally say, well, yeah, you can do that, but it might break.
yeah, and then that's fine.
They've gone from no, we absolutely don't support that to it'll work, but it might be a bit janky because we haven't actually tested it at all.
And by the way, hi Dana.
Hello.
Sorry, we got yammering away.
That's perfectly.
Hello, Dana.
Hello, Dana, new person.
To me, Dana's been here more than you.
That's what I was saying, new to me.
Fair enough. I totally agree with you, Mike. Especially for Windows PCs, like Windows computers, 16 gigs should be minimum at this point.
Yes. I buy everything new at work with 16 gigs of RAM in it as standard.
Yeah. I remember when I was working at the hospital, we were busy upgrading the desktops to SSDs and also 16 gigs of memory because a lot of them just had 8. So we were slapping in 16 gigs. And we were finding ones that had an extra 8 gigs, like 2, because some of them just had the one 8 gig stick. So we just go find a computer that was being going to go to the recyclers and rip the memory out of it.
Everything that ever gets recycled in our place, all the SSDs and RAM just get pulled out of it before it even
Yep.
goes near the recycling pile. It all goes in a heap in the cupboard and gets
Yeah, well,
kept
that's
for
what we
later.
were-
And then,
we were pulling up-
if I still haven't used it after about 8 years, it goes in my bag and I take it home.
Hey, Joe,
It's
Hi, weird
Joe.
people.
what are you eating, Joe?
Fries.
Chips.
Okay.
Tortilla chips.
Ooh, there we go.
That
Not
sounds
fries
good.
chips. Although those would be
Oh,
good.
oh. Damn it, now I'm hungry.
Had a black bean burrito for dinner.
The flipping reason, Goldie, that they don't have memory in it is because, IT department reuses it all the time, so that makes total sense. By the way, Jeremy would like to know, Joe, how is Grant doing?
He's doing much better. His
Good.
most recent COVID test had the tiniest little faint line. He's feeling better. But as is obvious, he's still sick enough that I'm making dinner, which that's why we made black bean burritos out of tins and pre-made objects.
Pre-made objects.
By the way, if you would like to buy one of those pre-made objects from Joe's website, it's jcm-1.com.
You too could have a black bean burrito with a blue scuzzy sticking out of it.
The blue scuzzy sticking out of it. Love it.
Caution, may not be edible by time it delivers.
Yes.
And also caution, the blue scuzzy may not work.
But it will be really crispy.
Oh, come on. The human gives it texture.
Extra crunch.
Extra crunch.
Just don't buy the one with the headers sticking out of it because they hurt.
Delicious. I am currently looking up specs on my MacBook Air.
I can make everybody the same size. Memtest doesn't need to be. I just realized I got Memtest still full size. So.
But we're also excited about Memtest.
I
see-
know. So I'm gonna
We have a
Memtest. We're gonna Memtest it tonight. We're gonna boot live from Debian afterwards, and then tomorrow night join me because I am a bit crunched for time because the wonderful Jeremy Justin. Wow, Jeremy. Justin D. Morgan fame will be streaming at 8 p.m. this evening. So I don't want to overstream him.
Oh, it's fine. Your mem tests are way more interesting than his mem tests.
He doesn't
Justin, if you're there.
we love
Hi.
you.
Kidding. I'm kidding.
You have a request, by the way, Joe.
Please ship an Ohioan burrito vacuum packed to Britain.
Vacuum
I don't even know how
sealed
to
for
respond to
freshness.
that.
That's why you just say maybe. And
Yes.
then never do it.
What's
All right,
the
so
difference?
Thank you
William-
for your suggestion. We'll take it under advisement.
Yeah, right. I like all things DG or not. William Lynn though in the chat does have a question. Has anybody been to an open source or maker fair?
No.
Kind of. We had one in town in 2018, but it was lame. So I showed up, was bored, and went home.
So back in 2007, in fact, I still have the T-shirt, and I still wear it to this day. So that's how well the T-shirt's made. The
Oh,
open source
wow.
community ran software. It was called Software Freedom Day. I don't even know if it's still a thing. But they would send you balloons, install discs of Ubuntu, and a few other like pamphlets and stuff that you could hand out. So I was part of a group called the Halifax Computer Club. Yes, I am that nerdy and damn proud of it. And so we organized it and did an event outside because we were meeting at a grocery store. They had a meeting room upstairs that you could rent out for free. So that's where we were meeting, and we had it outside the grocery store on a Saturday. We took Saturday up to about supper time, and then we said, "Okay, we're out of Ubuntu CDs. Let's pack it up." But yeah, we had. That was the only one I've ever been / organized. So been to / organized. But yeah. But yes, I have not been to any of the open source founded by William Osman or Make Magazine.
I
Oh,
Oh, William
open source.
Open
I'm sorry.
source.
I was reading open source. I just brain went source. It's like somebody today was talking about and Veronica's thing. They had put Tangle. I read it as triangle. So I put a link to a video, and they're like, I'm not following
They're
the
like,
connection.
what are you talking about?
And I'm like,
Oh, that's what that was.
that's what that was. Yeah. So Lily had said
I
about,
was
about,
like,
about a
"Whoa,
cable
what?"
tangle, and I totally read it as a cable triangle. So there is a YouTube channel for the band that played at VCF Midwest, the 8 Bits, is it, Joe?
What?
That
I wasn't paying
Veronica's
attention.
the band that Veronica's part of, where they do the retro
The stop bits.
Stop Bits. Thank you. They have one video on their YouTube channel, and it's of either Taylor or Amy, and because I always get them confused, just rattling the triangle. So I put that up as a response because
And everybody was confused.
everybody was confused. I tried to explain myself that I read it as tangle as triangle. It was just a quick scan of the thing, and yeah. And by the way, hey Robert, fix it. My colleagues prevented at both of these events because
I may be able to slightly out nerd you, Trina.
fill your boots, have fun.
I am on the committee of the Lincolnshire Amiga Group, which is an Amiga computer user group.
Yeah, well that makes sense.
Ooh, Amiga.
Yeah,
Heck yeah.
we're not just computer related adjacent. We are extra obsolete, old-fashioned computer related adjacent.
Love it, love it.
Stare at my parlor, sir.
We could if it wasn't so
Oh,
effing
stop it. Shut
dark.
up. It's your fault. I'm blaming you.
Hold on, I'm gonna make him big while he turns up the light.
I can see a performer. I can see a G3 all-in-one and an iMac. There's a lot of Macs on the right. They're all stacked on edge.
The right is all Macs.
Yes.
The left lower is Macs. The left center, which is kind of pointed away from you, is all Apple IIs and Apple IIIs. On the back side
Yeah.
on the left is IBM. In the very, very farthest rack is mostly 3D printer stuff.
Okay. That's cool.
What you don't see is what's behind me way back there, which is where TRS-80s, Amigas, Ataris.
All the really
So
nitty-gritty stuff. Yeah.
you want to talk about obsolete? I got you, man.
You got you covered.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay, I don't need to be big now. Everybody, tell your dog I said hi.
If I had a dog, I would.
Wolf.
I have 2 cats.
Tell
one
your
kind
cats that as long as they're not evil, I say hi.
One kind of acts like a dog and is a big giant sook, which you've seen on stream. The other one is old and this winter has started something new. So I have a little space heater in my bedroom because I don't have insulation on my back wall. As I found out this past fall, there is a giant door shaped on one side because one side is a storage closet, and I needed to find an outlet so I could go blow at a computer outside. And I was told, oh, there's an outlet in the room. Just, as long as you have an extension cable, you'll be fine. I'm like, yeah, I do. So I went to plug it in, and I found this giant door shaped thing that has a few boards over it, but not on the top. And I could see my drywall on the other side.
Oh,
So there's no insulation. So I have this little space heater. They understand this. And this year, Casper, my old cat, who's about 16 to 18, I don't exactly know how old he is, now has the habit of, so it looks like an old style radiator. So he puts his front paws underneath it and puts his face against it. And I'm just like,
Smush.
oh, okay. And I worry because like I put my hand on it and I'm like,
it's hot.
it's not hot, but it's also like not,
Yeah.
It's hot
Right.
enough.
It's hot enough that I'm like, aren't you gonna?
Do you sort of end up with a cat walking away from the radiator with like lines pressed into his face for half an hour?
But yeah, he just loves to curl up by it and stick the side of his face to it. So I'm like, okay. That's...
Just cat things.
And by the way, hello to Starbuck Tech.
It passed.
It did. Oh, sweet.
Yay!
Let's make me big again. Look at this. The first stick passed.
Woo-hoo-hoo!
Wait. All right, let's go turn it off and put another stick in.
Timer again.
And do it again, baby.
We have thus far defied.
Trina, not so fast. It needs some time to recharge.
Just gonna plug it.
It has thus far defied Gandalf, and it has in fact passed.
All right.
I was
sorry
about
for
to
the-
make a joke
Sorry
like
for
that.
the hotspot. Just need a bit of light on my subject because I'm trying not to pull out the sled because I'm lazy.
I'm wondering if Linux Mint will be better on a MacBook Air than Mac OS.
Yes.
Can confirm.
And I can confirm that because I run Linux Mint on my 2012 MacBook Pro, and it works like a charm. So
I have
Yeah, that's what I was
run-
thinking too. I'm using my MacBook Air as my evening television while I'm sequestered down here, and it's garbage. It's garbage. It's hot garbage.
Oh yeah, Mac OS sucks on Mac products.
As opposed to
Linux.
Yeah,
Like
All right.
I had two MacBook Pros. The one I was using with 10.15, and then somebody had given me two other ones to do what I wanted with. And so one had the same specs as the one I was using. And so I tried Linux Mint on it. I put a 120 gig SSD in it and just slapped Linux Mint on it just for testing purposes. And it just ran circles around the one with 1015. So I was like, okay, then we're done with 1015 and its slowness.
Yay!
But yeah,
have-
I would totally recommend Linux Mint on your Air.
Doing it right now.
I at some point will end up putting it on this, which is my freebie 2013 MacBook Air,
Nice.
which someone gave me.
Well, yeah, because MacBook Airs. are great.
Well, it's actually not a bad one. It's 2013, so it's a dual core i5 with
Okay.
hyper-threading and 4 gig of RAM, so it's not awful.
See, this
But
is why I like my 2012 MacBook Pro. Guess what? I can upgrade the fucking memory to it.
Well, it's funny you should say that. Duh!
Open source.
Nice. Nice.
Here's one I prepared earlier on my 2012 MacBook Pro,
Flash
which has
from
got a
file.
sum total of 2 screws holding the base on at the moment because it was being upgraded.
So Dana, just to
Tested,
touch
tested.
base with you, this is it looks like a 2,1 or a 1,1. It's a 5,1 from 2010. So it is a bit newer than the other two. The thing is,
Why don't
when they came out with the Mac Pro Intels, they look the same until you get to the trash can. so it's hard to tell what they are. But yeah, this is the 5,
I don't know
1.
why I have to
Here's
download
one of it.
this.
Yeah, I think it's just my bad for not being familiar with the W series CPUs of that era.
That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, no, she's a 5, 1.
Oh, because it's on here.
And we're gonna put Debian on it because everybody said I should open core with Mac OS 12. Well, a lot of people did, and I don't like to go with what people say. So I love you all for voting, but you're all wrong who voted for Mac OS open core. So
To be fair, installing OpenCore and Mac OS is kind of a pain in the ass.
yeah, exactly. And I'm like,
I've done it so many times now. I am sick of doing it.
I swear I've done this already. Like 5 times.
That's okay. In one of the spots the survey ended up, I just made an asinine suggestion, so it's okay.
Oh, listen, I had
Go
asked
Gigabit,
somebody
go.
suggested MS DOS 3.3. Guess who
Sorry.
that was, Joe? You should know.
That's funny. I didn't do that, but that's hilarious.
Yeah, that one of the people on Blue Sky responded back. Can you guess who? It's somebody we both know.
Tom Barber.
No. They have 2 channels, one in 8 bits.
Really?
So really, yeah, it was 1-bit fever dreams. That was like MS DOS 3.3.
I'm impressed by his comedy on that one.
Yeah, it was good.
I mean,
There we go. Starbuck Tech said I did open core twice. Linux is easier, and I like the easier stuff
Look
because
what I'm downloading right now.
There we go.
Linux Mint.
oh,
Fresh.
I was gonna make it big for a sec. Never mind.
You don't need to see the other things in my download history. Shh. It's just a new voice, but you don't need to see it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hi, Sloopy.
Hey, Sloopy. Feel free to jump in. Same with you, Starbuck Tech. Feel free to jump in. Bye, Dana. Hey, David.
Open core's
The,
too much
the
work, and it won't
Linkamadoodle-
make the machine run better. That's the thing.
The Linkamadoodle for the stream is in the usual place, so feel free
Select
to
target.
jump in. And David, if you want to join, feel free. We know you have a webcam because we saw it pointing at a screen running memtest, so there's no reason not to join.
You can't hide.
Eating Whataburger. What is? Somebody tell me
You're
what
about
the
the
hell
original, usually
Whataburger
large
is?
drive. Yes, I'm sure.
It's a burger. You'd be shocked to know.
Well, thanks, smartass.
Oh, it's a
You are
I-
welcome. It's an American burger restaurant. Quite
Hey,
highly
Capone,
regarded, I believe.
Welcome.
it's in Texas.
Oh, okay.
So it'll be
Actually,
big.
Everybody's asking what a burger, but nobody's asking when a burger.
How about Wyatt Burger?
They
Wire
must also-
burger.
They must also be. They also must be in Florida because Starbuck Tech is in Florida, so they must have.
Yeah,
franchise
yeah, I'm
in
seeing the
Florida.
areas: Texas, Arizona, New Mexico, Oklahoma, very much in Florida.
My response to that is
So.
now a burger and here a burger.
We do have Hero Burger, which is close.
No.
No, okay.
Date of case a burger.
Oh, here we go. Florida, Texas, Georgia, etc. Look at that.
Manson
Look at this.
Nixon line.
Look at this. The soon to
Manson
be the soon
Nixon
to
line.
south of the Manson Nixon line.
That's
Okay.
not a thing, but okay.
It's in the Mason Dixon line.
Yeah, Manson-
Even I know that. I'm not American.
Nor is all things. He's from your side of the pond.
Oh.
The Mason Dixon line is the northern border of Maryland, or also the southern border of Pennsylvania.
Oh, that makes sense.
Oh.
Whataburger is based out of San Antonio, Texas.
You hate William Lynn. You need to kick him out. Shake Shack is awesome, and anybody who disagrees with me is we're gonna like have words.
I
Shake
never.
Shack is
We
awesome.
just got Shake Shack here in Toronto. I haven't tried them yet because, as much as I would like to try them, they don't sell fucking combos.
Yeah, they do.
They don't, at least not online.
Just order individual things.
I don't want to order individual things because their individual things cost more than a fucking combo from most other places around here.
Do you know what a combo is at, say, your local Wendy's? They're individual things. They just make it look like you're paying less by giving you a single number.
Mm. Fair enough.
That's how they get you.
And welcome back, Dana.
Thank you.
We're talking about burger places.
Robert. What a
What did Robert
stupid burger. Stupid.
What a stupid burger.
I was thinking of opening a British burger restaurant called To Whomst Burger.
Oh,
we go.
very,
To Whomst Burger,
very British sounding as well.
I say. To whomst shall I give this burger?
Very, very British.
Yes,
Love it, love it.
I am.
And plug. Hey Trina,
Yo, Joe.
do you want to feel inadequate?
I mean, I can just get a bigger strap on.
Later. Anyway, so does this look familiar?
The ThinkPad? Yeah. What about it? Wait.
It looks exactly like the one that you had the USB port problems and couldn't fix the USB port.
Is it a 12 10 i7?
Yes,
Is that
it's the same logic board, but yeah, this
um,
one had the same problem. I
Oh.
fixed it.
you fixed it?
Yeah,
Is it a client?
not anymore. It's not.
Okay, we're gonna
It's
talk
a-
offline about that.
It did take me 4 hours of work to get it working,
Mm.
and it only works when you plug in the plug in a certain direction, but it works.
So you're
Uh,
saying that could be Trina's, is what you're saying.
Yeah, we're talking like digging with a scalpel and Captain tape and like solder strap on a burger. Oh, God.
Love it, Robert. Love it. Hold on, I gotta.
Great.
Excuse me.
So, actually, it's not really to make you feel inadequate. It's just to say, I am not surprised you didn't get yours. Recently.
I didn't even try. I'll
Strap
be
on
dead
burger.
honest.
Have it
I
your
just looked at it and went, yeah, no.
I'm like, I was bored last night and didn't have anything to lose. So I was just like,
Nice,
I was in there with my scalpel with this at maximum magnification, just like doing tiny little cuts to the plastic to get back to the pin. This thing was so bad, it got liquid on it, and the jack had like done the breakadoodle. So
Mhm.
it had electrolytically corroded the power pins. So they were destroyed like cap juice destroyed for Mac SE30s.
Yeah.
It crumbled. I've never seen anything like it. It was great. It was fun.
Sounds great. Sounds fun. Sounds tasty.
mean-
I want to talk to you about that off stream. So
Oh, great.
that'll be $500, Trina, for all the work you put into it. Okay.
I can't sell
Now
it
this
to
is
anybody
Canadian
or anything because
$500,
still
so it's
not
like
great.
$2 American.
okay. And hey, Starbucks Tech, welcome.
Sonic Burger or White Castle for me. Yeah, Sonic is good.
Oh,
Yeah.
look, it did the thing again where the CPU is at 100% and it's literally going to take 35 seconds for it to wake up. It's on.
William,
it's just-
I agree with you. Five Guys is overpriced,
But
which is
tasty
why
as
I
hell.
haven't. But they're amazing burgers, which is why like once every couple of months I treat myself to a.
I've
feel
never had In-N-Out though. I cannot say anything about In-N-Out. They don't have them here, so I never had one.
Well, you're ace, so that makes sense. It's fine.
Most of these burger joints, they're not even near me except for Sonic. So
Yeah.
Yeah, so Jeremy is correct. The Canadian dollar has increased. Because I got to get another screen. for
Another
that.
penny increase doesn't
I mean,
do anything.
No, so
The Canadian dollar's just it's getting stronger because it's going to be the 51st state here in a few
yeah,
months.
right. Because
No.
I was looking at. I got to get a replacement screen because for that laptop again. And it went from $81 Canadian to $80.19 today. I refreshed the screen and I'm like, okay, we're down almost $1. Sweet.
Woohoo! $1.
Hey,
Oh.
listen, a dollar is a
whole one.
dollar.
Hey, Gigi, don't you snip the rest of my leftover. No, get your nose out of my ranch dressing. God damn it, cat.
And by the way, David, to answer your
Ow,
question,
my
Five
knee.
Guys equals a good Saturday night.
Five Guys equals. Is that that burger strap on that somebody mentioned earlier?
Burger.
Well,
Yeah, no, that's the lesbian burger place. Strap a burger. Strap on burger.
At this point, we've basically
Wow.
worked out that pretty much every burger restaurant name is an innuendo because we've got
Yes.
Whataburger, Strap on a Burger, In and Out Burger, Five Guys.
Yeah,
It's like,
in and out, in, out.
Oh,
yeah.
all things don't make me
Uh-oh,
excited.
uh-oh.
U.S. will be the 10th. There we go. In 4 years, U.S. will be the 10th province. By the way, it'd be the 11th because we already have 10 provinces.
What you
Haha.
doing, Gigi? You feeling better, girl?
Come on.
Well,
We're
that's
still-
that's
still
what we'll
under
be
the-
boasting.
We're still
We'll be
part
really.
of the British Empire, or however, I don't know. How
I
that
can
works.
use either my mouse.
You should
or my
know.
USB stick.
All
Why should we
things-
know these things?
No, all things should because he's British.
How would he know these things?
I mean, I don't
We're-
know,
we-
and I'm
we-
British.
We still have the king as our figurehead. So
No, I guess to throw in my 2 cents for burger joints, I'm the degenerate that likes Carl's Jr. So
I don't think I've ever had that one either.
Hardee's,
no,
Hardee's
yeah,
is
Hardee's
decent.
is that.
Hardee's and Carl's Jr. are the exact same thing.
Steak and Shake is pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
No.
They have
The
good
only two
shakes.
I can think of are like very, very local chains to me. So
Wendy's
Oh,
is
man.
poop. Wendy's is
That's
poopy.
low.
yeah, Wendy's is okay. I like their Frosties.
I never go there for the frost. The last couple times we've
I
had
refuse to
Wendy's,
go.
my brother and I, we've been disappointed.
I've refused to get their Frosties because if I
You've
want,
been
if I
going
want
to
ice
bad
cream,
Wendy's.
I'm going to go to Dairy Queen.
There's a Dairy Queen literally about 5 minutes from our house, and we've never been. At least I haven't been.
What?
Yep. I don't know if my
Yeah.
brother has. I can't speak for my brother. He may have been.
So Dana, since everybody else has chimed in, what's your go-to burger place?
Is it NTF? Is that what the problem is? Is it NTFS? You're dumb. You're stupid.
in general, cheap burger, nice burger.
Just your favorite burger place overall.
Yeah. So
Welcome
if,
to
if,
Good
if
Burger,
you were to
home
say
of the
this
Good
is the
Burger."
place I go to get the best burgers, price not barring.
Wendy's.
It's like a mom and pop shop. It's up to like 3 restaurants in the chain now. The place is called Hamburger with all of the vowels removed. And
Hey,
you
can't
know,
go wrong.
it's your total hipster burger place
Right.
where they're trying creative things with the menu, but I have never had a burger that good anywhere else.
Don't tell me they put like avocado or something like that on a burger, do they?
Yes.
It's like any hipster.
Well, he said
burger.
hipster, so I had to say.
Avocado's great. If you
I
don't
hate
like
avocado.
avocado,
Like the menu of what they actually serve is pretty small, but their list of toppings starts looking like a war memorial. It's like there's 30,000 things here. What do I really want to do?
Yep. One of my favorite toppings on a burger, and it's the only place I've ever been able to get that on a burger, is Five Guys. Is I love green peppers on a burger.
That sounds pretty good, actually.
It's very good, and that's one of the toppings that the Five Guys has. Now, one of the toppings I wish Five Guys had that they don't
Hey,
offer
hey,
is a fried
Hey,
egg.
hey.
I would
Oh,
love
yes,
a fried egg.
Okay. Hero Burger. I don't know if they're in the States, but we have them here in Ontario. Do actually have a burger that comes with a fried egg on top.
Well, there's plenty of places that do it, but just there's a place here that's Barley and Pie. It's a brewery. And obviously they do pizza, hence Barley and
Mhm.
Pie, but they also do smash burgers, and they have a house smash burger that I add bacon to, and they have a spicy sauce on it, a
Mhm.
homemade sauce, and their buns are all homemade in house and everything. It's all their sauces are all homemade. Everything. It's amazing burgers.
We had a donair place, and if you're not from
Hey, Bob,
Nova
Bob.
Scotia, New Brunswick, PEI, and here in Canada, you won't understand what a donair is. Just
No.
trust me, really good drunk food. But we had a Donair place that had to be closed because they were making their own special sauce.
I bet they were.
No.
McVomits? No, Dave. No, brother. McVomits? Ugh.
By the way, the other day, so there's a place called Canada Computers, and I had to go get
Let
a
me
1
guess. They
tera-
sell computers?
and computer parts, and that's where I got the Western Digital 1 tera. Oh, you can't see because I'm on the wrong camera.
What do
I
you
got a
at?
Western Digital Blue 1 terabyte SSD to replace in the laptop that I got to
Only
do
a
the
1
screen for.
terabyte? Are you slacking?
I know. Well, that's what. Well, that's what it was. So anyway, I went to go pick it up, and an ex-friend of mine and I, every time we went to Canada Computers, there's a Burger King right across the street from it. So I went
little
to
Whopper.
Burger King and had a Whopper with bacon and cheese added on. Here's the best part: that combo that I paid that I picked up at the store. If I'm to order it through Skip the Dishes, think like Uber delivery kind of idea, it's going to cost me $18, $17.99.
Is that all?
I paid $12 for this, a little under $12 for it in
You know what I
store.
gotta say to that? I'm gonna say that William Lynn is in deep trouble
Why is William Lynn in deep trouble? Microsoft
because
opened up here.
he now has a micro center near him. He's in deep trouble.
Oh, you must have had Donairs, David, and possibly Starbuck Tech when you went over to New Brunswick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know what a Donair is then. But sadly, if you're not from the East Coast, and I mean, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, and PEI, you won't know what a Donair is. But there is a place here in Toronto
Joe.
called East Coast Donair that tastes like back home. So when I get homesick, I order an East Coast Donair.
Tastes like bad hose. What?
Oh my
It just takes me back to being really drunk in my early 20s and going to what is called Pizza Corner in Halifax, which has literally four outdoor, like they have you can order outdoor because they don't want drunk people in the store. And you go to one of the stores, and one of them was a Donair place. So, and hi, my left. Sorry, we're talking food tonight for some reason, as I do a mem test. So
You're just tormenting me because it's too late in the evening for me to eat anything and everybody's discussing food.
It's never too late in the evening.
Well, the problem is that I'd have to cook something, and
You don't have to. I'm sure you got some sort of place that's open late.
So
no.
I'm just gonna let's talk computers for a quick second. I'm gonna bring everybody up to speed of what happened.
Your first tip
So
passed.
this computer had officially, when I got it, had 4 2-gig sticks in it. Turns out 2 of the sticks are bad, so they are now into recycling land. And I wanted to upgrade it to 16 gigs, so I ordered 16 gigs of what I thought was 10600E. I took a photo of it today. I tagged Mark in the photo saying, "Hey, look, I got the sticks." And then I'm like, I'm just going to do a mem test stream, put on some music in the background, blah, blah, blah. But then as I was looking at the photo, because I didn't really look at the photo, I just took the photo and posted it up. It's 12800E. And I was-
Evidently, I didn't look at the photo either because I didn't realize. I was just like, "Oh, cool memory." And it's
Yeah, right.
blue, yeah.
That was my thought.
Ooh,
And
mem test again.
I upload and
Again.
and I uploaded it to, and I just uploaded it on my phone, so I didn't really look at the photo. I just took the photo, uploaded it to Discord,
Hey, Bobby.
using my phone. But
I'm gonna move my
everything
foot out
I
of the way,
found
man.
about this computer says that it only would support 10600E. And my history with Macs and memory, if you don't use what it says it supports,
Oh yeah.
fuck you, it's not going to work.
Oh.
So that was my scare. However,
Language.
yeah, my stream, I can fucking swear if I want.
Shit.
Knock on wood so far,
This stream will never be monetized.
right? That's all right. I'm good with that.
I don't know. It's just
knock
Free
on
open
wood.
source stream. It's fine.
I put 2 sticks in. We're now testing the 2 sticks. I'm going to test it as well just before, because like I've recently realized I lost some money because I made an eBay purchase for heatsink compound. I never got it. twice the person was supposed to send it out. Never did a tracking number. Now, granted, it's only $7, so I'm out $7, but I'm still pissed.
What's
I get that $7 back. Dang it!
Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, there's no option now because it's past whatever return period for eBay. So I can't file didn't receive it. I want my money back.
They have a what? That's the thing.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't buy from eBay. I have no regrets.
So this is why I'm testing the memory now before it gets too late. Tomorrow night, join me for part 2 of the stream where I install Debian on this thing.
What do you mean tomorrow night? You're doing that tonight.
No, Justin is streaming at 7, so I don't want to overstream him. Although I might be
I thought you
overstreaming.
stream at 8.
Oh, he's streaming at 8. Let me rephrase that. I was looking going, it's going on 7, so my mouth said 7.
So you got plenty of time to install Debian.
Yeah, I want to do it tomorrow night when I'm more relaxed. Shut up, would you?
Why?
Do
no
it
fun.
now. Do it now. So yeah, so I'm just
Do
testing
it.
my initial plan was just stick the memory in and do a test and then put music on in the background, but I didn't know if it was going to work. Oh, Garth isn't here. I need to get someone needs to bug Garth and tell him to come into at least the chat. I got
Okay,
something
that
to
that's
show him.
somebody would be somebody named Trina, maybe a techno babbly person.
Yeah, I could.
Hey, Trina, what kind of RAM does that thing take again? 'Cause
So
I
it's
went and got my-
it's DDR3 10. Now, what it came with was DDR3 10600E, and
Yeah,
everything I found online said that's all it will take.
It's ECC memory.
However, the guy sent me 12800E, and magically it seems to be working with it. It's not giving me the beep error codes that it doesn't like the memory. So yeah,
As long as it boots.
I mean, it's doing mem test things. So
memory control in these is pretty tolerant to malarkey.
Mem test.
Malarkey. I like that. Yep. Whoa, cat.
Shenanigans.
Hey, settle down over there. Oh, sorry, yelling at cats.
I thought you were yelling at me. And I'm like,
I
I'm
mean, I
not
could
even-
have said I was yelling at my brother, but he's upstairs.
And we all know how well your brother, you see, is really young.
Did you say really young?
Yeah.
I know,
Past!
I know you're telling a lie.
Trina, it's passed.
All right. Let me see here. Bear with me one sec. I got a message. Send a message to Garth. Let me do though.
Oh, it's a Garth Beagle.
Is he in this? Is he on the stream?
No, I haven't seen him in
okay.
chat.
Well, it looks like it passed.
Oh, sweet. All right. We're gonna put another stick in. Bear with me
I
one
haven't been
second.
yelling about that for the last 2 minutes.
Yeah,
Don't
she's having a
mind me.
blonde. She's having a blonde. I mean, Garth moment.
Well, I can only type and at my
Well, what's-
computer.
What's
Both
that
you.
got to do anything with listening? He said no.
Oh. I can't listen and type. All right, shut up.
Multitasking, not Trina's strong
No,
point.
not
Multitasking, not for blondes.
like if I want to watch it, like if I have a YouTube video on that I really want to listen to, I need to not do anything else because I can like totally just be like. I'm really
I put
tight.
99.9% of things
I
in the
can't see
background
them.
just for background noise.
I can't see the
Including
freaking
Linux
cover.
Mint. Including
Oh.
Linux Mint.
Love Linux Mint. Love Linux Mint. I have Mint, MX, Fedora, Ubuntu,
Where's the damn power button?
Manjaro,
Okay.
Pop OS Cosmic.
Sorry if you're getting blinded by the light.
I think that's what I have. I think that's the 6 distros I'm running right now.
Blinded by the light. Revved up by Trina's douche, another runner in the night.
Yes, Apple does. Apple products do suck sometimes, especially when they're older ones and they no longer can be updated. That's when
And
they'd be too
that's
late.
why
This
we're
is why we
putting.
have Linux.
And that's why we're putting Debian on.
Exactly.
That's where this
You see-
conversation starts.
You see this beautiful thing right here?
Okay.
Linux.
Ready? 3, 2,
2.
1.
Happy New Year!
Okay, let's see what the power.
20,
button-
3, 2,
26
1,
already?
smoke. 3, 2, 1, smoke.
Smoke test.
We got a chime.
So yeah, I have three Macs right now that are running Linux. Older Macs, mind you. 2009, 2011, 2013.
It's taking its sweet time.
All this yammering's persuaded me to put Linux Mint on my 2011 MacBook Pro.
Do it. I have it
would-
on my
if you're gonna-
2011
Honestly,
iMac.
though, I would say if you're going to do it on that Mac Air,
Do it on whatever you want.
the MacBook
Oh.
Air.
None of them.
Yeah,
Do it on the counter. Do it out on the back deck.
Actually,
you know.
yeah, I might leave Mac OS on this because it's got one of those wonky AMD graphics chips in it that you have to
Oh.
disable.
All right, Garth, I got something to show you.
Where's Garth?
Taking
Where?
its sweet
Where?
time
He's
to
on
do
the
whatever
chat.
it wants to do.
I know, but why isn't he inside? In the
Okay, so
video?
Garth had made a comment that the screen for the laptop would never fit in a Mac Pro.
Whoa! What's with the light on there?
Yeah, hang tight. I'm going to switch cameras. Actually, no, I'm going to just move the camera around.
Okay. Ooh, that was bright.
Yeah, I know.
Curtains.
Sorry.
It's
My
curtains for you.
eyes. Not joking.
And now you just she
It
can't move the
burns
light to the right
us.
place. She just turns the camera around and points the light into the camera instead.
Yeah, exactly. So
Now
this is the
everybody's blind.
so this is the Mac Pro. Garth was making fun
Do
the
anything.
other day, saying that the screen wouldn't fit in the Mac Pro. Well, this is the broken screen. Like this is the really broken screen. Look, it fits in perfectly,
Why would you put a screen there?
Made for the
anyways?
job.
Hot glue.
right?
I'm confused right
Get
now.
one of those cheap inverter kits from China.
Joe
and
is-
glue
or
it to the
Garth was-
side.
Garth was being a smartass and said, "See, I told you, Garth, it would fit."
Now
Garth was
light it
like-
up.
Garth was like, "It won't fit," and I'm like, "Oh, yes, it
Garth
will."
just isn't adventurous enough.
He says it fits. Now light it up.
Now light it up, yeah. Okay, let's go back to this. Let's try and get this. The focus. Focus.
Oh
yeah.
Is it ever
BB
gonna
does.
boot?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right, it doesn't tell you what memory is in the computer in on that system.
This
for
is the
some reason.
weird part because this is the newer version, which I have there is a version 5.3 or so that comes with the Ultimate Boot CD, and it has I don't like it because it doesn't show me what the DDR memory is
Something.
and DDR5 or DDR4.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's quite an old
It won't
version.
it won't spit out the thing. But on the Mac Pro, for some reason, this version will not show me the DDR3. It works fine on PCs. It's just this Mac Pro will not.
It
Tell
tells
me
you.
what
It
it is.
tells you what the processor is, though.
It tells me what the processor is, but like I've used this on a PC, on like recently I did a bunch of
Yeah,
DDR3 mem
You
tests.
used it on that
screen.
stream with the gaming motherboard, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that
I
was
did.
fine.
I did my 12-hour. No, the 12-hour stream was version 7.
Yes.
But
Still
yeah,
pretty,
either way, it was
yeah.
it still showed the DDR3. So it's just the Mac Pro that it doesn't seem to like to do it with.
With registered memories, with registered memory, you don't read the information off of the ROM on the RAM sticks the same way you would on a desktop platform. You need to do some roundabout way to actually pull that memory out, and Memtest 86 doesn't do that.
But it should. I'm just kidding.
It should.
Yeah, there you go, Trina. With enough lube, everything fits.
Yeah, and Robert Fixit said if it fits after a few drinks.
That's what she said.
Al?
Is that thing aluminum? It sure is aluminum. My left.
Yes.
Hey, look!
The
It boobed. It boobed.
I'm
doesn't
sorry,
work.
it's
Linux
not.
man.
I'm sorry.
See how quick
it's
it
not.
is.
It's aluminium.
Now, see, Trina, how quick a mint, not a mint, but a Linux install is. You got plenty of time.
I think he's just booting live.
Shh! Don't spoil it.
I like how Starbucks Tech is like completely frozen at this point.
I'm not
Yes,
frozen.
I do. No, but you look completely frozen after I said I think he's just booting live.
No, he's not booting. That's a full installation.
And I was not born yesterday.
Yeah, but you are blonde.
Fuck you.
Oh, yeah, shots fired. Pew, 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 pew.
Remember, this isn't Dave's stream.
The sick burns.
Oh, yeah, you can say all the naughty words you want. That's
Right.
fine with me.
There's nobody gonna be putting a red alert on me now.
I swear we bicker like we're siblings sometimes. I installed Ubuntu on my laptop today. It took 10 minutes. See?
We might install Debian tonight. Oh, actually, you know what?
Good Lord, what was that noise?
I
It was
think
either
that
somebody
might have been
typing or
Joe.
It sounds like
Plastic-
somebody. No, it was
plastic
Dana, I
things falling
think.
down the stairs.
That was me. My bad.
That's
I
okay.
think Dana was beating somebody with a keyboard.
Dana,
So
remember
it's-
the keyboard did nothing to you.
It's
That-
fine if
what-
it was an IBM Model M, then whatever they hit with it would probably have suffered more than the keyboard.
Hey,
It is
Bubba.
a Model M, and it's like 6 inches from my desk mic.
I was
See,
gonna
I-
say whoever got hit with the Model M probably is gonna need to be in
Just
the
this
hospital
idiot.
now.
Oh, it's a sloop, a doop, a doop, doop.
Hey, Sleepy.
Hey, sloops.
It's been a while since I've been in StreamYard and forgot that there's no noise rejection.
You're all good.
Somebody get you, Bob?
All right, I'll make you.
see.
I'll make you
Let
a
me
deal,
see.
Starbuck Tech. If all the sticks in memory pass, we only
yeah.
got one more to put in, and then run it. Then I'll install.
buddy.
The
Hey,
Debian.
Francois.
Wow, Debian.
Now, when you say Debian, what you can straight Debian, or you do like an MX, or
I downloaded Debian 12 from the website. I don't know what it is.
cool?
So we're gonna
Yeah,
find
because
it.
this one runs MX Debian right here.
Okay.
It's very nice.
I literally hold on. Let me go to the site again because I did
Bob,
it on my
Just
Win- You're gonna love this. I did it on my Windows PC.
Oh, you like that question there, Trina? Is it straight Debian or is it queer Debian? Says Francois.
If only there was like a queer version of Linux. Hint, hint, Francois, get building it.
Yeah, my brother says Debian 12 is hell.
So
Uh-oh.
this is where I downloaded it from. I'll put the
Yeah, I've
link
never
in
done
the
a straight
chat.
like Debian. Yeah, it's Debian.org. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've got what do I got? I got MX, I got Mint, Manjaro, Papa West Cosmic, and Fedora.
And just
Hey,
to add
Manjaro.
some crossover between Joe and the Debian. I used Linux Mint Debian
Yep.
earlier.
There's
so-
another version of Debian. Like I said, I use MX Debian. And here, Mint, my Linux Mint is the Cinnamon. There's Linux Mint Cinnamon.
Mm.
See, I don't want to put cinnamon on this because I found out that I
Cinnamon?
can't make it look like Mac OS. So people have been pulling out their hair trying to do it. So I want something that, yeah.
Pop OS.
Get WoW to work on Papa West? No. I just run. That's what I have a Windows machine for gaming.
I love how it doesn't support the mouse, the built-in mouse. And the problem is I don't have enough USB ports to plug in the mouse.
Just a MacBook Air and it hasn't got any. Yeah.
Doesn't the
I
trap
can't
pads not
unplug
working?
this because that's my this is my boot media. JFC. Okay.
That is called shut it down and then attach a USB hub.
That would require me to have a USB hub that has a USB-C connection on it
Mm.
Oh, it's one.
Well, here.
because
Let
it's
me
an
pass-
error. It only has USB-C.
Let me pass it to you.
I was going to say I've got one on the desk just here.
So do I.
Poking down the camera.
It's actually
Hey,
mine's being used because it is on my because that's the problem with Mac products. I have a the 2020 M1 Mac Mini, and that doesn't even have enough freaking USB. It has 2 USB ports and 2 USB-C ports. So I have
Yeah,
a hub on there.
I have one of these doohickeys under my Mac Mini. It's
Yeah, I didn't go
with
that
card
fancy.
reader and stuff in it.
Yeah, I didn't go that
even
fancy
that
only
doesn't have
because
enough
the Mac Mini I run I stole from
It
my
may also
brother.
just be locked up.
That's
caps lock
fair.
isn't
I stole mine off
working
my
and-
dad, so
There you go. Yeah, my brother
actually no,
decided.
that's not entirely fair. I swapped my Mac Mini for a Mac Pro trash can.
Well, see, that's kind of funny that you say that because the 20 I stole the Mac Mini from him, the 2020.
All right,
Because
just
he
one
bought-
sec, guys.
he-
Sorry.
Uh-huh.
See you,
Rude.
Jason. See you, Robert.
Huh? What? Bye.
Gonna find. See you all later. Gonna find the career Linux. Sweet.
Yeah. So I stole the 2020 Mac Mini from my brother because he wanted to try out. He only bought it because he wanted to try Mac OS. Then he
Yeah.
decided he didn't like macOS, so he left it sitting there. So I took it. Then eventually he wanted to try it again. So I think he got the 2014 Mac Mini next, and then he decided he got a deal or found a deal or something on the trash can. I don't know what year the trash can is. He'll have to tell you.
2013 to 19, roughly.
Yeah, I don't know which one he got, but he's
They're all
and now
the
he now he likes it. He uses it as his like surfing machine.
You see, what my dad did was he used Windows 11, hated the hell out of it for obvious reasons because it's Windows 11, and said, I need an alternative to Windows. What do you suggest? And I said, well, you can use Linux or you can use Mac OS. And he said, and he tried Linux. I think he did Mint and a couple of others, but he's had some bad experiences with Linux, and he doesn't really trust it very much as a desktop. So he said, "Oh, have you got any suggestions about what to buy as a Mac?" I said, "I tell you what, I'll lend you a MacBook for a week and install some stuff on it for you, and you can get used to it." And he loved it. He took to it immediately, and he went out and bought a brand new 2023 M2 Mac Mini. But the mistake he made was he didn't upgrade it to 16 gig of RAM.
Oh.
Yeah, the
Why is it
storage
so much
is not
furniture?
the storage does not need to be upgraded, in my opinion, because you can get external drives. But the memory,
Yeah,
yes,
the RAM is a kicker.
yeah, that's the one
So-
thing my brother did correctly when he bought his. That's the only thing he upgraded. He got the 2020 base model, but the only thing he upgraded was the RAM. He went from 8 to 16.
So, Joe, just a question: is Linux Mint doing anything on that laptop, or are we
No.
just?
Yeah,
No,
not
because he
working.
doesn't have a
It's
mouse.
frozen.
Oh,
Yeah,
And
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know
not-
if it's frozen because it's frozen or it's frozen because it
Hit the
it
command-
doesn't have drivers for the keyboard and mouse, which I think it's frozen
Oh,
because
so-
it's frozen.
so the command button's not even
It
working.
doesn't. The what?
Try
Hit
try
command.
Control F1.
Hit command and see if it pops up the
Control.
menu.
It has a limp mouse problem.
my left said it's thinking.
You may, yeah, I would just shut.
It responded to a shutdown command.
Yeah.
So like if I hold the power button and it does that.
Yeah,
like the
but the
keyboard
power
mouse-
button's connected to something different. It's not in the keyboard. It's part of the ACPI command set. It's not
Yeah,
actually
well-
a keyboard key.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, you don't. You said you don't have a hub handy. Okay.
Just press
never
and
mind.
hold the power button, Joe.
Or just hit enter. Well, I guess you can't hit.
Sorry,
enter.
why am
doesn't
I?
work.
Why am I telling Joe computer things?
Yeah.
Sorry, Joe.
If you want to shut it down, just hit enter. Oh no, wait. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, the only
keyboard not
problem I
detected.
had.
Press F1 to continue.
Yeah, the only
Yes.
problem I had with my installation of Mint, when I installed it on my 2013
Swear
MacBook
that I
Pro,
had an-
was that it did not detect any of the networking.
Mhm. I had the
So
same. I had the same problem. I had to. It actually took me longer though to find the solution for the Wi-Fi than it did actually doing said solution.
yeah, the only thing I had to do is all I had to do was I got it to go
Here,
through
I have this-
Bluetooth to my phone, and then I use the internet through my phone, which is super slow, mind you. But then I got it to update. As soon as I updated it, it worked
Oh.
fine. As soon as I ran the
Yeah,
update.
it just was. I had to do some driver
Maggie.
pushing my doodle, and it was like 3 seconds, and it was done.
Fixing the Wi-Fi literally takes one command and terminal. Not in this case, Dave. It didn't detect the actual device.
Yeah, that was my
so
problem.
I
I had
had-
to go into.
So I had no internet to do anything in the command line.
Oh, and by the way, let's see if I can get the spam bots on me. Here's. Oh, you guys can't see it all, can you? But it's evil, Mackie. Whoops! And I completely hit my.
This is a mirror
Oh.
universe, Mackie.
All I had to do, brother, was
Yeah.
update, and it worked
Let me
fine.
sh-
I just had to do
let
it through
me change
Bluetooth.
cameras.
I need this right.
That's why I like Windows. It just works.
Ethernet didn't work either, you dork. That was the problem I had. It
Yeah.
detected neither of it.
Ta-da! See, evil Mackie.
found the
I
title of
have, I have good Mackie, and his brother, evil Mackie. Da, da, da.
Yeah.
I like those.
Oh, I just noticed the
The
T-shirt. I
mirror
was wearing.
universe,
It says
mirror
Linux.
universe versions.
Yeah,
May
Kate
the
sent
source
them to
be
me.
with you.
But yeah, I was lucky with my 2012 because the Ethernet worked, so I was able to at least
Yeah.
like Google the problem on the laptop and then go, oh, okay, I got to just do X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, well, see, the problem with my MacBook, it doesn't have an Ethernet port. So I have to use a separate thing to try to get that to work. And that wasn't working because it didn't pick up any of that stuff during the installation. Because
Look at it. It's tiny.
Joe, look, I got a tiny one too.
I don't know if you guys should be
mobile
bragging
keyboard.
about your tiny things.
Hey,
Okay,
you know,
listen, Trina. Size
not the
doesn't
length
always
or the
matter.
girth. Trina, it's not the length or the girth. It's the frequency of the vibration.
Yeah, well,
Oh, look, it's
I
an
still
OP.
I still like my numpad. So
It's an OP, an OP
yeah,
cat.
she's curled up behind. See, that's my
It
that's
immediately
my
passed
giant dog.
predict.
Oh, the kitty.
Yep.
Yep, a warm, hairy. I mean,
Who has 2 spots on the back of my chair with her tail wrapped around my neck, or on my bed, curled up beside my head. these
let's
days.
see. I currently have, I think, the last I looked was 5 cats on my bed.
By
One,
the way,
2,
Joe,
3,
Yeah, Mom.
4 now.
all things DG said it's the
Ow.
angle of the dongle.
No.
No, I
Angle
thought
of the dangle.
that was kind of cute though. Angle of the dongle. I like that. That's
Angle
kinda...
of the dangle.
Dangle, not dongle.
Oh,
Dangle.
dangle. Oh, sorry. I'm
It's
again. Remember, I misread today. Tangle as triangle. So I'm just happy that I at least got close to the word.
That wasn't close.
Dangle, dongle. Really, it's one letter.
Yeah,
What,
but
what,
it's
what
a whole different thing.
bad things are happening?
What year is your MacBook Air, Joe?
2019.
It's an Intel, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is the most garbage Mac that's ever been produced. It is so garbage.
Apparently, if you can't even run it,
It's
can't
just
get
got
Linux
the
to work.
slowest, crappiest.
Yeah, you do it. Meow.
All right. Let's see how we doing back there. Oh, we're getting there. It's actually not going.
yet?
Hold on, I can show you.
Oh shit! I'll give careful what I ask for.
No,
I mean, look how enthused Sloopy is. I mean,
I
come
can
on.
see that.
I swear, if you kids don't pipe down, I'll turn this mem test around.
No, don't start over.
So David, I have a question for you. Actually,
Brother, run, brother, run.
no, it's not a
Meaning
bad
the mem test will count down instead of up.
hang tight, 'cause I gotta get something.
I got a question for you. Now I got to find something. Uh-oh.
Yeah, no, I know exactly where it is actually. Aha. Just had to go
That's
grab
what
it.
she said.
The angle of the dongle. Yeah. See, I like
So,
the angle of the dongle.
So,
Alright.
question:
Yeah.
is that mem test using an AI algorithm for testing the RAM?
No.
No, because we actually want it to do the job properly.
Then how's it going to? Then how's it going to tell you if the RAM's bad?
It's in the program.
It just knows.
And Sloopy was promptly ejected out of the cannon. So
Yeah, right. So this video card, which looks like an alien, after I get
oh, that's
Debian installed, this should be recognized on the Mac Pro.
Yes,
It's a
Debian.
TiVo.
it's an RX 590.
Crack that whip.
Yes, it is.
9580 102.
It looks like a TiVo.
No,
Oh,
it's a
I
video
have the
card.
perfect mouse pad to use.
It just has the cables coming
Yeah,
off
here
it
we
to
go.
plug into your PC.
There's the mouse pad we use right there.
Oh yeah, that's that great mouse pad.
Yeah, you need to make that mouse pad big.
Hang tight. I gotta put the card down.
Under the right circumstances, the mouse pad's gonna make you big.
No, not really.
It's like, why?
Goodness me.
The freaking mouse pad gets me every time.
Drivers are built in. Okay, cool. Cool. So yeah, so why don't we do that tonight? We'll install. I gotta find a drive. Great. Now you guys are all getting me to do fucking work.
It's fun.
Oh no!
I know.
You
I can
come
hear-
online and you sit and stream, and people actually want you to do things.
Well, yeah. Well, I wasn't.
I mean,
planning
there
on
is a
doing
reason why she opens it up to other people, so that they can join her stream, so that we can actually entertain the audience while she just dirty.
it. Fuck you, fucking piece of shit.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And fuck you too.
Fair. I'll take
Um,
that one.
Okay, I had a bunch of SSDs somewhere.
But I used them all.
No, I haven't used them all. That's the thing.
I've got a 512 gig one over my shoulder over here. That'll fit a Mac Pro if you want.
I got it. Thanks to Dana, of Dana fame. I was about to say Dana does stuff, but that's the wrong Dana. I got a bunch of 180 gig SSDs, which is all I would need for the OS. I have them in a stack. I
And she-
recently cleaned up my table behind me, which is not looking so clean right now,
Nothing, Joe.
and I can't find it.
Hi, Zoe. Hi, Fat Cat.
What did I do with them? I know they're here.
There it goes.
Linux. It's great. Yay! The keyboard and mouse still don't work, but whatever. Details.
Excuse me.
This is why we have a hub.
All right, I am going to change my camera modoodle over to
Somebody else can do it.
test, and we can make everybody.
Blasphemy. I'm using a Dell keyboard to run my Mac.
All right, we're gonna make everybody the same size. Joe, if you want to be made big, just let me know. Hey,
Dude.
Thomas.
Where?
Dude,
Honestly,
there.
I'm trying to find an SSD that I know I got a stupid stack of them somewhere.
Oh, now they're stupid.
Yeah, because I can't find them. It's not the person that put them
Who
in a
lost
spot
them?
where she can't find them. It's
Well, see,
the
if you
drive
actually
fault.
had a spot where you kept drives,
yeah. I
this thing-
used to, and then I moved them, and I don't know where I moved them.
Everything's so tiny.
That's
That's what she said.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, it got echo.
I feel attacked.
Ooh, that's cold. Oh my God, that's cold.
Oh, is that why it's small?
That too, but no, I was picking this up, and it's cold outside here in Florida.
Oh, you poor pumpkins. What
He's
is it, like
It's
70?
68 degrees. That's cold.
I know it's freezing. The poor pumpkins.
No, it's actually
what?
it's 40 degrees right now. It's gonna get down in
Wow.
the 30s tonight.
Are they declaring a
That's
state of
cold for us
emergency?
Floridians.
Now you have to understand when Canada becomes the 51st state, y'all
Yeah.
need to go to metric because we'll have no fucking clue up here what you're talking about. Like 30 sounds
And,
like
and you think
balmy
we're gonna
weather.
change because of you? No.
Yeah.
You joining us. You go by our rules.
Actually, but I don't know if anybody saw there's a Canadian politician that replied to that last night, which was epic.
Well, hello,
Basically-
Sophia.
Basically
All I
saying-
need is yet another cat on my desk.
basically saying
Honestly, I do.
we have rules in Canada that wouldn't let him rule our country. So I thought he put it a lot more bluntly, but I'll just leave it at that. Dana, what did I do with your drives?
I did it. Go around.
I don't know. Like, do I need to give you more?
Ooh, give it
No,
a-
I need one now. That's the problem, and you're not really close. I have a stack of them. Where the fudge packers did I put that stack?
I mean, if I tried to play drive delivery, I could, probably do the round trip and be home before 10.
Yeah. But I know I got
Try
them
this
here.
again.
Oh, that's all right.
I know they're here.
Oops.
I just
I'll
don't
be
know
right
where.
back. I am
Okay.
thirsty to require liquids to drink.
Mm,
Aha! I found them.
That's-
Told you I had them.
This-
Took you long
Party
enough.
time.
Jeez, half the
Yes.
stream's done.
Hey, listen, you want me to stream for 12 hours? You gotta
Yes.
give me time to find hard drives,
It's all part of the entertainment.
right?
Exactly.
We'll be here for 12 hours. Don't forget to tip
Derby.
wages.
Yeah, I found them, Dana. So we are.
Don't forget to like,
But I
comment,
don't
and
seem to have
subscribe.
any of the. I don't have any of the IBMs left. I must have pumped them into things. Maybe I've used them. Okay, these ones are stupid and slow. I do have a Kingston drive, which is better. Or is it the microns that were stupid? Boom, boom, boom. Hey, the memory passed. Look at that.
Woo!
How many more sticks do you have to go?
One plastic. But I want to make sure this all works because, as I said, eBay has this certain return point. And I don't want to be stuck.
God dang, this thing is only 4 cores, 8 threads. Good lord, you're a slow machine.
Oh,
Oh, my
all right.
my
Sorry,
MacBook.
folks. You might get blinded by the light. I know.
My eyes again. I'm joking.
You poor pumpkin. I feel so bad for you. Can you tell?
I didn't see any disclaimers saying "watch your eyes." I'm gonna sue.
All right, sue away.
I'm
I'm
gonna
not
sue
in the
you. I'm gonna sue you for
Thankfully,
all
I'm
your
not in the same.
cats.
Thankfully, I'm not in the same country yet.
I'm, s-
Yet.
I'm suing you for your cats.
Sue me for my cats. Okay.
It's only
Like
I don't
there's
think
not
you have
plenty
that.
of others that I can adopt.
I see, Billy.
Guess what? The light is solid. A chime would be nice. We got a
There's a chime.
chime.
Bong.
Bella, can you not? No, Belly. I don't need your big self up here right now, okay?
Okay, let's
I,
make sure
I
that
don't.
we
I don't
get
wish
it.
to. I don't wish to wind Joe up at all. But I've just booted Linux Mint Debian Edition on my 2013 MacBook Air, and it works flawlessly.
Yeah, I'm on my
Everything works fine.
I'm on my 2013 MacBook Pro. Everything worked fine in Linux Mint.
Hmm.
All right,
But-
so I got the Kingston.
But that
I
was
think
after
I'll use-
fixing all the Ethernet connection issues or connectivity issues in general.
Hmm.
Okay, listen, no, you do not bite my screen. Get going, get going.
I don't know what. I love the brands that don't say what brand they are on the SSD.
This dang cat likes to bite my screens, and she actually destroyed a 24-inch monitor when she bit the corner of the screen.
Oops.
Yeah, she bit it and went crunch, and then crazy, colorings and all that kind of stuff went across the screen.
Oh,
So I'm like, thank you, you pretty kitty. Expensive cat.
Yeah, that's not.
gosh darn it.
Just still not expensive as our bandit. She's a $2,000 cat.
128, that's a 128.
That's what her surgery cost. And then my brother lost a 18 terabyte hard drive, I think, to another cat that knocked it off his desk.
Oh no.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oops.
All right, so I'm going to use the Kingston. Yeah, I'll use the Kingston brand 120 gig SSD.
It'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Cats are destructive, but we love them.
Dana, do you have any more of those 180 gig ones?
I might have one or two more.
'Cause I have-
$500 per.
I know I have one, but I put it in e-waste because it took forever to do any to try to delete it, or I was testing it just for fun. And then it took forever to do, took 3 hours for a 180 gig SSD, and I'm like, that's wrong. And then the next day I turned on the computer and it just went, there's no drive here. What are you talking about? I'm like,
In
oh,
other words, Trina broke it somehow.
Those 180s were garbage when they were new.
yeah,
Oh, are they Intel ones by any chance?
yes
Oh,
they
they were
are.
they were the awful
Yeah.
Intel 520s.
What brand were they?
Intel.
Oh,
They're like their DC series SSDs are legendary. Their SSD 520 series was legendary for the wrong reasons.
oh, get your tail out of the water dish, you stupid cat.
There's a
by
good
the way-
reason why Intel don't make the soul off their SSD. Go put it.
Oh, hey, user Green Crab, what's going on? I have a Mac Pro. So I'm going to give the Reader's Digest condensed version. I got a Mac Pro months. Well, I was still working, so several months ago, last year actually, 2010 version. I got a card from my Splenda daddy, David Starbuck. Thank you, David, by the way. And it's been sitting here. And then I decided, hey, it's about time because I'm getting annoyed with the Mac Mini, my 24 Mac Mini. I've upgraded the memory, which is what we're testing right now. The last stick is put in, so there's 16 gigs of memory installed. Fingers crossed, it all works. And then we're going to install a SSD, and I'm going to install Debian on it, and we're going to switch it out for the video card that I got from David. So
Great. Here comes yet another cat. Hey, Duder. This is the
that
baby.
is what's going on, user Green Crab.
There's the baby. Okay, so this is running Manjaro. Okay. Okay, cat. I don't need you by my desk right now, little dude.
And then I got all these great people who have joined me. We have Joe of Joe's Computer Museum. If you need any retro parts for your computer, go to jcm-1.com. It's basically going to Amazon, but instead of supporting a multi-glomerate corporation, you support Joe.
It's just me in the basement, baby.
There you go.
What are we talking about? He's got employees all over the place.
Yeah, Joe has said the jcm-1.com is the Amazon of retro computing. So
There, turn off the keyboard before Duder walks on it.
and we also have the wonderful spoofer.
Hello.
We have Mark all the way from the UK. We got Starbuck Tech, who has cats coming out of his ass randomly. We have Dana, who's a fellow Canadian. And we have Sloopy, who's barely staying awake.
And I've got 3 cats just right here.
Good lord.
Yeah.
Such
and-
cat.
And Joe, were you able to get Mint going?
He's working on it.
Hold on, let's make you big for a
I
second.
had to use Hub.
Yeah. That's what I figured.
We'll see.
I don't know whether you heard, Joe. I was saying earlier I don't wish to rub it in, but I tried it. I've just put it on my 2013 and it worked flawlessly.
Mark, if you know what that looks means, trust me, I get it all the time. So yes, there you see.
That look.
I get that look as well. So
That's the, yeah, that's what my grandmother would have referred to as a thank you, damn you.
Mhm.
yeah, yeah.
Well, the silliness that Joe's having to put up with. Apple seems to do that every time they go to switch CPU architectures. They make the final few models of the one they're leaving have really stupid design decisions right before the end, and then go, "Hey, look at how much better the new one is."
Mhm,
Did the same
mhm.
thing.
It's
to the
almost like it was done on purpose.
Yeah.
It's the same as
Except
back-
for the fact that a lot of the first generation M1 MacBook Pros were also complete garbage.
My M1 MacBook Pro is freaking great.
Cool.
Yeah.
I just can't use it because the charger is upstairs where the sick person is, and I can't get to it.
we need teleportation.
Yeah, I know. Well, you Canadians already have it, remember?
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
Oh,
Remember
okay.
those computers that both Rudy and Dave used the transporter to send me?
Apparently not.
It's an inside joke. It doesn't matter. Just
Okay,
move on.
thank you. I'm like completely out of the loop on that one. Sorry. I mean, we did have a couple Canada. we did have a couple of Canada only computers, which have become one of them has become infamous, which was the that one.
That one.
Apparently not that famous.
Not even the person talking about it doesn't remember
What
the
the
damn
hell?
thing.
Why
What
me?
the fuck was that stupid one called? That
Naboo.
everybody had? Bamboo. Or
Naboo.
Naboo, sorry.
N-A-B-U.
Yeah,
Not
that's it.
bamboo. What are you, freaking panda?
Or a 3D printer.
ATI was also Canadian. Yes, that is correct.
Oh, that's why they're no longer around.
Oh, the burn.
I had to laugh, so I sold an ATI video card with a bad fan, and I had put in the description very clearly, card
Bad
works.
fan.
The fan is bad, needs to be replaced. Then I got a message from the buyer on eBay. The card works great. The fan is broken. And I'm like,
Correct.
yeah, that's why I put this line in the description, and I literally copied and pasted. He's like, oh, you should put it up as is for parts. I'm like, it's a bad fan. The card itself works. So go buy a new fan. It's not, to me, as is for parts is something that I can't confirm works, is broken, completely broken. Like,
Well,
won't
technically it
power on.
was broken. The fan was broken.
The fan was broken, but the card still works. So that's why I put it as used.
It doesn't work. The fan's broken.
Actually, it still does display video. Just don't use it a lot because you'll probably
I was
burn
going to
the
say,
living
it'll
shit out of
display
it.
video for about 10 minutes until it overheats and goes falls over the heat.
I mean,
Exactly.
Scrambled mess all over the
it did
screen.
last for about 4 minutes while it ran 2 complete passes. I also memory test my video cards. So it's not only memory I test, I also test memory on video cards.
Then he uses it a few times and fries the memory.
And then I noticed the fan wasn't spinning, and I initially thought because the board I was using had the fan where you connect the 3 pins to the board was bent.
Header. It's called a header.
Thank you. I couldn't think of the name.
God, old woman. Come on.
I know.
Plug.
The fan
Fan.
header on the board, the pins were bent, and I thought, oh, maybe it's just that. So I connected up a CPU cooler, which had the fan, and I turned the board back on and the fan spun. So then I'm like, oh, let's take a more look at this. And I thought it might have just been dust, so I unscrewed it. And then I found out, no, it's not dust underneath it. It's the ball bearings have gone.
I was going to say, it's got mad cow disease.
So why didn't you replace the fan before you sold it?
Because I don't have a replacement.
Oh, but you should have.
All right, let's make everybody the same size since.
Thank you.
Hey, no problem. Sorry, I get talking and forget that you're big.
Everybody got a nice like close-up shot of my dandruff. It was great. favorite stream ever.
But yeah,
I was
it was
just
an
trying to
old
figure-
it was an old ATI AGP card. So it's just the bad fan. It's no surprise because if folks remember several streams ago when I was like, look at all this free stuff I got, and one was this computer in the box, and then it just had bad capacitors and the indicator light. We thought we'd try it just for shits and giggles, power it on. The indicator light just started blinking like it was at some kind of rave. So right. So I was like, eh. But the card came out of that. So I wasn't surprised that the fan was broken because everything I got off this guy who said, oh, this computer is the motherboard is newer than what you have on your site. It was it had an AMD Athlon XP 1900 processor. I'm like, that is not newer than anything I got on my site, bud. So,
Are you sure about that?
But it's 1900.
yeah, right. And it was because the box had all the specs written on the top of it, which was nice. But
Oh my god.
I ended up selling it.
Hi, Joe.
I'm not weird. I promise.
You fit in well, Joe. That's all I'm saying. But I
Yay!
did.
People love me.
Yeah, we do.
Notice me.
We can't
Notice
even
me,
fucking
senpai.
see you. So how are we supposed to notice
Like-
you?
Look at me.
Jesus Christ.
Ow.
Hey, glad you joined, Dana.
I hurt myself.
think I may
Run
have pulled a
business
muscle.
software.
I think that's a no from Dana. I'm like, are you glad you joined? I just heard nothing back.
I was paying attention to opening this bottle of soda.
Oh,
Good plan, actually. That's
Yes,
fair.
I'm all right
You
with
don't
that.
want that all over the place. Yeah, good call.
so yeah, we're just gonna sit here and be complete weirdos, and will this mem test pass? And then we're
Men
going-
test the night away.
and then we'll install. I'll come back on camera for a sec.
Can somebody give me some ADHD medication
I don't have any. sorry.
legally?
I've got a large
Oh.
piece of wood. Would that work?
So I have this lovely Kingston SSD.
It's an
so-
A400.
Oh, that thing was garbage when it was new.
Yeah, well, it's better than the Micron ones I got that are dirt slow.
It's still
so-
garbage when it's not new.
To be fair to those Kingston SSDs, they were garbage slow, but they're very reliable.
That's true too.
Reliably slow.
Because I
Yeah,
have,
There we
I
go.
have the
They've
other
got no
two.
SD RAM cache in
The
them
other
at all,
two,
but they
the other
are
two I
cheap,
have
cheap
is a
and
brand
reliable.
from is something from hold on, let me make myself big.
Germany,
From Germany, yeah.
Germanerk.
Von
This
Deutschland.
This one is from Deutschland, yeah.
From Deutschland.
That's a Samsung Enterprise drive. That's a
I was gonna
PM.
say it's a
80,
Samsung
80,
OEM or something. I
something.
think by the looks
Yeah.
of it,
Yeah,
So would
keep
that be better? Would that be better than the Kingston?
Oh, yeah.
then?
If it
That's
says Samsung, then
very
yes.
likely.
that.
All right, we'll switch it
If you look in the top left there, it's PM 871. I think that's a Samsung Enterprise drive.
Oh, well then we'll use the Enterprise. I don't know. Did I get those from you?
How big is it?
It's a
240.
128.
Should be 128 or 240. That's probably for me.
Okay, yeah, it's a 128. They're all 128 that I got. And then I got these ones. These Micron ones. They're absolute shit.
You know what you use those for?
Shit.
Shite.
Use those for coasters.
Yeah.
Or shimming doors with, or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
All right. So I'll put in the East Germany SSD.
East Germany. Where does? How did you work out it was East Germany?
Because that's where most of the batteries seem to come from in the classic.
Where do you
Mac.
think all the industry in Germany still is? West Germany.
Oh,
No,
there
I
isn't
said-
any
I
in
said-
there
I
isn't
said
any in
West.
West Germany.
West.
All
I said-
closed
I
in the
said West.
1990s.
I said West.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I
We heard
did.
you.
Shut up. It's my stream.
It's recorded
West.
on stream. We have history.
Yeah, we have history of her.
It's a fake Micron? Seriously, Thomas?
Yeah, it does kind of look like a fake.
It's either a fake or it's a Micron OEM drive, because that's not the right label for a retail one. They don't even sell them under the Micron brand in retail. They're all Crucial.
Mm.
So it's probably out of some garbage Acer laptop or something.
But yeah, I had bought. You're gonna love this. Then I bought 10 of these at one point.
Oops.
Only 10?
I bought 10 because I could get a deal.
Yeah,
So
you got
I
a deal.
bought
That's
10
why it
and
was a
then-
deal.
Yeah, I think I only paid for 8.
To be fair, I've bought Job lots of 10s and pulled out A data ones and gone, ew. Dropped
Yeah.
them straight
See,
in the
I
bin.
like A data. I've never the SSD in my which you can't see what I'm pointing at, in my PC computer is an A data that is 6 years old that still works. It's still my boot drive. And
You know, you were saying about great SSDs that don't tell you what brand they are.
yeah.
This is a classic example.
Yeah.
SP,
SP.
as in
Sun
shit
protection.
pocket.
Service pack.
Oh, SP is Silicon Power.
Oh, is that who it is?
Yeah, they're reasonably
It doesn't
popular
support the
value brand.
keyboard. What's the point of the OS if it doesn't support the keyboard?
You're having all kinds of fun, aren't you?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He's having a fine
What's the point?
time.
I've never run into that issue with any version of
Yeah,
Linux.
Joe, I don't know what to say.
I have never run into a version of Linux that didn't support a USB keyboard.
The only time I had ever seen that was when I was running Linux on my old Pentium 4 machine, and the devices would have to all be replugged after the kernel booted, which is hard
I
to do
can't
with the
really
internal
unplug
keyboard
and
and the
replug
laptop.
the internal keyboard and mouse.
That one's a lot harder to unplug and replug.
Take it apart. Let's do it.
No, you can't even do if you take it apart because it's probably all glued to something. I
Yeah,
don't
it's more
know.
fun. That makes it more interesting.
It also
And,
supposedly.
yeah,
I didn't say
Thomas,
put it back together.
4 hours and a hairdryer later.
It
Thomas,
knows
I
nothing
agree-
about any of the hardware. It doesn't know what the Wi-Fi is or the Ethernet. Well, it doesn't have the Ethernet.
Sure.
It doesn't know what the Wi-Fi is.
Well, it's because your laptop's only 5 and a bit years old and it's not caught up yet.
This is stupid.
Oh, the joys of technology.
Meanwhile, my 2013 is still working fine.
Yeah, I know, right?
and my 2012 is working absolutely.
I
thickly
love you. You're my favorite right now.
In my
He's doing the Steve
non-Apple
Jobs
Apple.
glasses adjustment thing.
And by the way,
yeah.
which one are you talking to, Mark or myself?
Yes.
Yes.
That's what I was waiting for.
Why not both?
Why not both? By the way, Thomas, I agree with you. I've had good luck with Silicon Power and ADATA SSDs. So
Samsung was still one of my faves.
I've had a few A-datas fail on me, but I suspect that's because they were thrashed in a previous life,
mm,
and that never helps.
Yeah, after we had our house fire back in 2014, when we got back into the house, I decided I didn't feel like building a computer while I was waiting for the house to be built. So I just went and got like a pre-built.
mhm.
That sucker had a 120 gig ADATA drive, and that promptly got swapped out for a
That's
better
where that two.
brand.
What the fuck did I do with that? That's where that. Damn it! I'm stupider than.
Well, yeah.
Okay. All right, Trina, calm down. I just realized something.
You have a drive that's already got OS on it.
Kind of. Where did I
Mhm.
put?
That could be
But it's
That could
Windows,
be good and bad.
It's
in my
Windows 10.
experience.
It's a Windows, and it's
So it's bad.
it's my old SSD. I actually removed it from my tower when I rebuilt it, and I'm trying
Alright,
to find what
so-
I did with it because I don't know what it's.
Oh yeah, this computer right here was in the house fire and was actually completely hosed down by the firefighters, and it still works. And it was on when they hosed it down.
That's
I
where one
went-
of those Intel drives went to, by the way, into that machine because I wanted to do Windows 11 on it. And yeah,
Oh, you stop that sneezing, Gigi, on my monitor. I don't appreciate that. I'm gonna have to get the Windex again. Again?
Ew.
Oh, she has a cold right
There
now.
it is.
So
Oh,
there it is. There it is. Yay! I found it.
sneezy kitty.
yeah, she's been snorting and sneezing. She's one of our older cats too, one of our 10-year-olds. So we're keeping an eye on her.
Mhm.
Oh, snorting and sneezing.
And I was saying to somebody the other day, I'm like, I don't know where this drive came from. And now I remember where this, and it's, let me,
It's you.
it is, see, there we go. It's an ADATA
Oh.
SSD 256
Nice.
about like 5-6 years ago. Still
Ooh,
works.
shiny.
Are you sure?
But I just had data. I had data on it that I got to pull off, and I have never reconnected it to my Windows 11 box to just copy the
Well,
data.
now you have it there. While you're waiting for Memtest.
I could.
A data is better than what data?
A data is better than no data.
What a data! Since we were talking about the burger place before, what a
word.
data! And that is specifically just for the. It's what 10 forward is called on the download. What a data on the enterprise.
I see what you did there.
I didn't. What?
Best of the episode where Data is the bartender because everybody forgot who they are. It really was what a data.
What a
Isn't
day to
that
be
what,
alive. Ah,
So my brother posted a link for some reason.
I know.
Something for
Isn't
Joe,
that
I
what-
think.
Isn't that what? Isn't that what? What's her name used to say? What a data.
Tasha Yar.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, she said, what a sex toy with a head. Joe.
I'm reading it.
Okay, all right.
So speaking of SSDs and like wearing them,
Oh, I didn't see
you
you.
wanna
Yep,
see a
I just
unit
saw
with
that.
absolutely ridiculous endurance?
What is this we're looking at?
This is smart data from an SSD that's in my NAS.
Oh,
So the drive is 8 gigs, and we have read and wrote.
Oh my god.
petabytes.
Wow.
Petabytes of data.
Yeah,
Peter
Oh,
Bite?
I just think
lordy.
petabytes
What the
down.
hell?
And you said it's an 8 GB drive?
it's an 8 gigabyte drive.
How is it still
That's been
alive?
written that many times.
How is it
Holy
still alive being
schmoly.
written that many times?
What is it used for? Swap?
Yeah, it's a purpose-built device. It gives you an 8 gig chunk of RAM over NVMe, and it's intended like for swap your temp database on SQL server or a purpose-built dedicated log device if you're doing a ZFS array. So it has
Oh.
literally unlimited endurance.
Hey, Rudy.
Nice.
And it's always kind of a fun one to pull out and go. I have an 8 gig SSD that is written 196 petabytes.
That's hilarious. Love
You
it.
can come in if you want and say hi, Rudy. There's room. What are you doing, Ginger? You're doing getting your
So
stinks on
David,
my laptop.
it's not a T2. It's a Intel.
No,
MacBook.
the T2 is a security chip they introduced on
Oh,
late
I see what
Intel
you're saying.
models.
Not the M2. She's thinking M2. It's
I'm
the
thinking
T2.
M2. Yeah.
Yeah, no. T2's a security chip, and yeah, if it's got a T2 chip in it, it might be a bit more of a pain. And
I'm going
think
to
of
put your
that.
screen backstage unless you let me know if you want to.
SQL Server. Okay, which one do you use, Rudy? Which version? Is MySQL, Oracle? What are we using over there?
Ah, it has a T2 chip. Okay, sorry. Yeah, my brain went to M2.
DBase 4.
Yep.
Sequel,
Somebody.
would that be number 2, the Electric Boogaloo?
And hey, Rudy, by the way, I don't think I said hi to Rudy, and I'm the host. And
MS SQL. Gotcha.
Yeah,
God, I haven't touched MS SQL in a long time.
for MS SQL, if you had a device to go stick TempDB on that'll do 350,000 IOPS at QDepth1, it'd be the best thing in the world for that.
A quick scan of the T2 Linux wiki, installing Linux.
Mhm.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Hmm.
Did you see David's comment for a quick?
Hi.
Oh, who did we lose? Oh, Sophie. For a quick scan of the T2 Linux wiki, installing
Yeah,
like
I'm
Linux
reading
is
it.
going to be a ball ache.
Yeah. I found a project. Stand by. I found a project that pre-hacked the ISO for Linux Mint to work with the T2 Mac, and that's great. And you go to download, and like download ISO.sh on your Linux terminal and run it to create an ISO. Like, I'm on Windows, you motherfucker.
Well, they just assume that if you're using Linux, that you have more than one distro.
Yeah, I know, right? Just give me a compiled ISO file. Why do I have to go through?
Don't you have a laptop over there?
file.
That's
It's right here. I'm looking at it right here, and there's like 10 separate files that they like mashed together with a script. Why? Why?
But don't
Just give me
Joe,
the file.
don't you already have a Linux machine?
Yeah, but I don't want to do that shit.
Okay,
I want to do
Joe.
it my way.
Joe,
I am the end
I'm
user.
gonna
You cater
put
to
a,
me.
I'm gonna put out a call to somebody to come join us.
But what?
And see if she can join us.
Is it Veronica?
Yeah.
Veronica,
It's fine.
help!
It's fine. She does not need my Linux drama. Trust me.
I think
She
Joe
does
is,
not need it. She
I
doesn't
think
need
Joe's
it.
having a Dr. Pepper right now, not a.
I mean, I don't
Pepsi.
want to speak for her, but she does not need that drama.
Joe, I think Joe needs a Snickers.
Yeah.
Well, the tagline. I don't know if it's the same over there, but the tagline for Snickers in the UK is "You're a diva when you're hungry." I don't know.
That works better than you don't feel yourself unless you have a Snickers.
Oh, yeah, over here it should be. You're acting like a douche. Eat a Snickers.
There we go.
Carpet bomb the entire US government with them then.
Yeah, well, yeah, they're all a bunch of douches. Oh, look, everybody! It's yet another cat. There's
Hello,
Sophia.
kitty.
And
Meow.
Mark, if you're not unaware, I have 11 cats.
Oh wow, that's a lot of cats.
Yep.
All right. I just put out the bat signal or the big L.
The
that
Veronica
looks like
signal?
Linux. I
Put out the big
"Jo-
penguin
damn it.
signal on the
I
side
said,
of-
come
Linux
join. I
Let's
said,
go.
come join my Linux stream. Joe needs your help.
Oh no,
Linux stream,
No.
she says.
no!
Well,
Your
Joe's
title
running-
lies.
I
Joe's
love her
running
way
Linux.
too much to burden her with this stupidity. Also, I want to figure it out on my own, so it's fine.
Yeah, here you go, Mark. My brother says we are knee deep in pussy here. Also my brother and I live together, so
And
I figured.
Rudy's intel said, "Don't be a Betty White. Have a Snicker."
I think he meant Snickers, but whatever. Rudy, you gonna join us or what? Come and get in here.
No, he's on break. He's working. So,
Oh, he's at work. Oh, never mind. I missed that part.
yeah. He's already
My
said
bad.
he's working. So
Oh,
Just on break.
I see it now. Right in between the two sequel comments.
Yeah,
Just on
yeah.
break. I skipped over that part when I saw sequel. I got it. Gotcha.
So he's busy at work as per usual.
I know every once in a while, every once in a couple months or so, we get to see him.
We saw him Sunday on Daystream.
I wasn't there.
I know you weren't.
I was nerding.
Excuse
Like-
me. What the fuck do you think Daystream is? Exactly.
I
not-
was this kind of nerding.
Oh, paper.
Different
Magic
department.
the Gathering. I was out hanging out with friends and for 7 hours.
Nice.
Kicking their ass at cards.
I won a couple games. Yeah. No, God
MS
diddly
SQL
darn it,
server pays my
Sophia.
mortgage. That's the main. So does that mean you're getting money from MS SQL, like Microsoft?
Yeah, you use that. He uses that as job.
No, I know. I'm being facetious. Like,
No, you-
Microsoft
you
is just
know.
like Microsoft's just like, hey, we'll gladly pay for your mortgage.
Uh-oh. Here comes a
For this low annual subscription of $2,875
Right,
per station.
Well, that's where that 8 data drive came from. Okay, cool. So I could probably do.
So is he coming down? Huh? Is Dave coming? Kitties? This is how excited my cats are all running towards the corner of the desk here because my brother just came down. He's got his hands on some kitty cats.
Microsoft SQL Server pays my mortgage. I am sorry, Rudy.
Oh, I got to put.
Tell you what pays my mortgage. You want to see what pays my mortgage?
Yes.
JCM-1.com. The Amazon of retro computing. See, I can
Uh-oh.
do your announcements.
Something
for you.
failed.
A
Aberdeen.
property
Oh, it
came up
didn't
for
start.
sale in town for
Yeah, fix that.
$179,000, and I'm like, yes.
And there's that one. So yes, brother, I just doing updates on all the machines. Might as well since we're on,
Hey, tell your brother
on.
to get his ass back upstairs because I'm going to soon need his help.
She says, "Booty, back in your chair on camera. She needs your help
Well, not yet.
What?
now."
You know what? Tell her she,
She didn't say that part. I just did that.
no woman orders me around.
That's why you're single.
All right. I'll see if I can get
And by the way, I got to agree with my left. Your brother's beard beats your beard.
Oh, absolutely. I don't doubt that.
It's an impressive beard. To be
I do not dispute that his beard is better than my beard.
I've been looking at Jason's stream for about the last hour and thinking that he had an SGIO2 next to him, and I've just realised it's a cat basket.
What, this right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a litter box. Yeah, that's for that
So-
orange. It's for that orange cat that you saw. She honestly does not leave this desk area.
I see.
Yeah, she's like I said, she's a 10-year-old cat, and she's actually afraid of the younger cats.
That's
Okay.
fair.
So
Yeah,
she doesn't leave.
my parents have the same problem. They've just got 2 kittens, and their elder cat is not entirely happy with the situation.
Yeah, the elder cat was like, "Listen here, you young whippersnappers."
Yeah.
And I agree with Rudy, by the way. Eric's Edge has the best beard. And if you're not subscribed to Eric's Edge, what's wrong with you? Go subscribe. He is so knowledgeable about HyperCard. I can't. It goes over my head because I'm not a programmer. But if you like HyperCard and old Macs,
Wait,
that he
HyperCard's
runs them on,
programming? I thought it was just a little shiny video game on the screen.
No. All right. So
You're-
I need to go do another stream. So I'm gonna just take off for a quick sec. Yeah, I'll keep
Bye,
it.
everybody. Oh wait.
Well, no,
Wait.
I'm not leaving. I just
You told my brother to hurry up and get upstairs to his chair. Now you're leaving.
I'm back. What do you? Right now nothing. It's just during the install. I might need help, David. That's all.
She lied.
So
She wanted you back in your chair for nothing.
I'm gonna go pat my cat and do another stream, and I'll be back. Y'all can talk, by the way, while I'm gone.
Complete silence.
You said this. You said you were leaving.
We can't cope.
Okay, Joe,
Come
you have power, right? Let's take over the stream. Booter,
I have
booter.
no power.
Darn. What is on that screen? But whatever. Okay, the last laptop being updated, and this one is running Ubuntu. Yay, Ubuntu.
Okay. I think Joe may have got the last laugh here because when I installed Linux Mint on this one, everything went fine until it shut down and then it froze up and it wouldn't shut down. And when I rebooted
How do
it,
you like my music?
cool. And then when I rebooted it, the boot drive didn't show up. And it's.
I'm in danger.
I'm in danger. I'm Super
I wasn't even going to
Nintendo
attempt that. My
Chalmers.
voice is way too deep for doing that.
Balina Etcher. Sure.
Well, that was
Yes.
quick.
Flash from far.
Okay.
This far.
So I am now currently trying to
Okay.
work out
Oops.
how to recover the situation.
Belina,
Hey,
that's your
Brian.
Flash.
And yes, install.
Yeah.
Whatever
Got
that is that's installing, go for it.
Do the
what
thing.
in the DD for Windows written in Electron shit is this?
Oh, I heard Windows sounds.
Why did that not work?
So apparently the Veronica signals have not worked. Unless that's where
Okay.
she's
They just-
going.
Yeah.
Instead of the bat signal, you need a penguin. That's what you need.
I got that right on my shirt. Yeah. I got the Linux Jedi. May the source be with you always.
May the source be with you.
Why am I getting stared at, ladies? No, girls? I've got 3 cats. 5 cats. Oh, I got 2 over there. All staring at me. What is it? You guys want some num-nums?
I was going to say that sounds like it might be dinner time. To be fair,
Well, no. They get wet food in the morning and they have dry food all day long. But they probably want the T words.
Yes, yep.
That's
Those things we
wrong.
don't mention.
Yes.
Yeah, unless you actually want to give them to them, and I have to go up. I'm all out down here, so I'd have to get up and go upstairs and get some out of the Chewy's box.
Plug a target drive.
And,
What?
And from that look, that's all the cats looking round, going, "What's he doing? He's still not doing anything. Come on,
Yep.
come on."
Yes. This
Still
is
here.
this is. Yes, because I don't want you trust you guys not to walk across my keyboards. Let's see. I don't think I have another container down here. Nope, I don't. All right,
Oh,
cats.
that's the wrong file.
Guess I'm gonna have to go upstairs while this is downloading. Oh, great! Yeah, another cat. Here's Al. Another. I'll be right back.
If you'll be my bodyguard, I will be your long lost pal.
Do 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 do.
I will call you Betty. And Betty, if you call me, you can call me Al. I love how the scroll wheel, your scroll wheel and your mouse doesn't work in disk management in Windows.
Windows has no jank at all. It just works. Seriously? What do you mean I can't unmount it while I'm CD'd into the directory? That's so picky.
Now we have to run disk part.
The component that makes up that part
Right
of
click it, run as administrator, click yes. Can you tell I'm a Windows guy? Disk part. Okay, list disk, cell disk 6. List part, cell part, one. Delete.
Del part.
Override. Del part override. I'm about ready to. It's delete partition override. Oh my god! I've done some. Finally, apparently, you have to type it correctly.
Well, if I'm trying to erase the disk,
I'm a Windows expert.
Well, to be fair, even experts at Windows, you're still gonna have fun happening. So,
and I'll be fair, I have done exactly the same thing that Joe's just done, probably 100 or so times, and I still get the damn thing coughing up on me saying, "You can't type it incorrectly."
Now you know why I'm not a fan of the Linux CLI, because everything is like that.
Yep, that's my kryptonite when I try Linux.
So I downloaded this T2 Linux ISO, and basically they intentionally split the ISO into two files and then use the double right bracket in a Linux shell command to just concatenate them together. Why? Why can't you just give me a single ISO file? So I do the same thing in Windows, but it doesn't like the ISO file for some reason.
They do it because they want you to suffer.
They do it because they can.
Which won't work for partitions that are EFI locked partitions. You have to use the override.
You can also tell it clean and then convert MBR, and it'll make all of that go away reliably in 2 commands.
Oh, what message did I get in my company email? Go to Google Translate. This should be good for a while.
Like, what is happening?
Apparently not what you want to happen.
No, I'm very angry.
Oops. All right, here you go, Loki.
Oh, it's that one.
Here you go, Al.
I can't delete the ISO file I created because it's open in system. Thanks, Windows. That's helpful.
Is it mounted in Explorer?
No.
Okay.
It's just Windows being dumb.
Probably just some AI trying to scan it for useful things to steal or something.
And by the way,
it was mounted. I take that back.
Are we ready? Because we're gonna soon get a pass.
Try this again.
90 some odd percent.
Don't speak too soon. Maybe that last block will say up fail.
Hey, listen.
Yeah, I know, Ray.
This is the lost stream you're invited to.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
I know. I'm teasing you back.
We know it still doesn't make it any better.
I lost the lid.
You can work this time.
Alrighty.
Help! Send help!
I sent out the bat signal, but I have not heard back.
Penguin signal. Penguin signal.
It's more like Apple signal. Anyway,
There you go. There is a bunch.
so
of happy
I'm done.
cats.
I've given up. Because I don't need this machine to work that well, that hard.
Joe, are you quitting?
So
Are you
discretion
letting
is the
Linux
better part
win?
of valor.
All right. Have a good night, Rudy. Don't work too
Rudy.
hard.
Rudy. Okay, so the battery in this laptop is officially not charging, I don't think. We'll see.
So David Starbucks said, start with a FAT32 formatted drive.
What are you talking about? What do you mean
Oh,
start?
lid.
Like, I can't get the ISO. I can't get an ISO burner to burn the ISO. That's the problem. That's the problem.
What is my percentage at?
Try good old fashioned Rufus. Maybe Rufus will do.
Yeah, Rufus might do it.
I do love me some Rufus.
Rufus
All right,
is
so
good.
we're at 99% of the pass. The test is at 70%.
Select this.
Drum
If
roll,
it
please.
fails in the next 7 or 17%, I'm going to shoot Spoofer.
And
Don't
nobody wants to see that.
Don't shoot me. I'm just the
Don't sh-
messenger.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't shoot the messenger.
Yeah, but isn't that an American rite of passage, shooting somebody?
Only if you like to be incarcerated.
Rufus is doing it.
That's only if you get
I'm-
caught, Jason.
I'm gonna take the Fifth Amendment on that.
Plead the fifth.
Yeah, I plead the Fifth in this case.
There we go. There we go. Okay.
I think it says
Shut her
pass on there.
Yes, it does.
Needs to be bigger, I think, though. I couldn't see it.
Pass.
Rufus is good at doing the needful.
Is that better for you?
I can't quite
Well, to
read
the
it.
left.
Well, the problem I couldn't read it was because I have a laptop screen in front of my monitor right now. I'm updating Ubuntu
Uh,
on one of my 4 Linux laptops.
all right, let's see if I can get this thing to shut down. And then we're going to turn on some lights.
Lights.
So,
Let there be
Keep-
lights.
Light camera.
not too bad.
Map the theft.
Hey, no hissing. So I get your
What,
butt
me?
off my clean laundry.
All right, so let's install an SSD. I gotta move the computer around a bit because I gotta put it down.
Itchy stuff.
It's easier to
Itch,
do things laying down.
Itchy.
And I'm surprised no one touched that line. Really? I
What?
said,
I
if you-
wasn't paying attention. What?
Neither was I.
Wow. Sweet. I left a wide opening for everybody, and they just didn't even.
I was yelling at my
Well-
cat for getting on my clean laundry. I'm sorry.
To be fair, I was loading up something. It just pierced my eardrums for how loud it was. I'm like, ah.
I
So
just
Mac
realized
OS.
I don't know what I did with the.
Did you lose a hard
USB
drive
stick.
again? Oh, USB.
No, I
stick.
lost
Got
my
it.
USB stick with that being on it.
Okay,
Uh-oh.
are you Steve?
Yeah, right. I don't know what I did.
Oh,
last
I
did
mentioned
with
his name. He may show up.
it. That's fine. But yeah, I I
It's love.
I don't know what I did with it.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. Derp. Okay, well, let's install the drive anyway, and we can
Lot Urple.
put it on my bench. Where the hell did I put it? Shit. Okay, let's get the computer light. You can't see what I'm doing, but all I'm doing is gonna make some old people sounds for a second while I lay this down.
Are you gonna moan in pain as you bend over and pick something up?
Oh, the drive bays are wrong.
First world problems.
Oh, there's 2 4s, a 1, and a 3. Okay. All right.
That's
So,
what I wanted to do, you dumb, stupid.
no, sorry for the movie cam.
Meow.
So right now we still have this, a card that came with it with 256 megabytes of memory.
Oh, the highly thought of ATI X1600 XT or whatever the hell it is.
But yeah, so we have, this is 1, 3, 4, over here. I can't see. 4. And also, I removed number 4. So somewhere there's a missing 2. I'm going to put the drive in. I'm gonna move the camera back.
Did you buy this one from one of the Malarkey merchants that has like 100 of these?
No, I bought it. Well, possibly. I bought it from Ontario Highbid.
Okay.
I was about to say she is a malarkey dealer.
Well, there's that too.
It's General Malarkey.
You can't see what I'm doing. Drive is trying to go in.
It's not the easiest thing to do, and
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna shine some
I
light.
I have these funky cradles for mine that have got an adapter on them.
Yep, exactly. I bought.
You know what?
I
You know,
got
it'd
the
be really
adapters off-
nice if somebody designed and 3D printed one that would take a.
You know, you can get those off of OWC.
Yeah. However, OWC is stupid pricing, and
was
I'd
gonna
rather
say.
support somebody locally like JCM-1.com.
Local,
There we go.
local Trina.
Local.
You're like 8 hours away on a plane.
Yeah, well, you're still not a big corporation, so you're still.
Oh, thanks for rubbing it in, Trina.
Oh, by the way,
Rubbing it in, that's a positive.
there it is.
Oh hi.
Oh, did you finally find it?
I found it.
Ah, hello.
You know what it was? It was hiding behind the video card that I put on my desk. Okay, so, yeah, I'll just use a Mac keyboard, whatever.
Yes, I get. Yeah, well. Yeah.
So, do I need to press and hold Option?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, Joe's not that far away from us. Especially for me, where I don't have to spend 2 hours escaping Toronto's worse than LA traffic.
Hey, at least your town isn't burning down right now.
Oh yeah, the LA wildfires.
I
going
think
on
she's
right
just
now.
connecting you, brother. I don't know. I think she's just sticking it in there and hoping it stays.
Yeah, I'm just sticking it in there and hoping it stays because that's what I've done before.
I'm reinstalling Mac OS.
Joe is not happy with his Linux journey.
No.
Okay, so I got a white screen. I'm holding the Option key.
Although,
It's
Joe, I
like,
did have.
Take the least compatible operating system and put it on the least compatible hardware. Wait.
I did have some issues with Linux on Mint on the Mac Pro, my CMP. It wouldn't go past a certain kernel point, so nothing would work. So I installed Fedora on it, and and with Fedora, it installed everything, including
the
the
issue
most
is-
updated kernel.
Like no Linux works by default. You have to compile a
Okay.
special version with special drivers because of the T2, the way the T2
Oh.
security
'cause
chip
you're
is
using
implemented on the
T2, yeah.
Mac. Like
This,
Alright.
this, this,
the
this is
keyboard
correct.
and
Trina,
mouse
press
and
enter.
touchpad and all that go through the T2 chip. The
I did
Wi-Fi, the network, it all communicates through the T2. So unless you have a driver for that, nothing works.
Is there no live boot option? I got graphical install, advanced options,
Graphical install will be your closest thing to a live boot.
Yeah, Debian doesn't have a live desktop. Unless you
okay.
actually download the specific live desktop version. The default install disks are just graphical install disks.
All right, well, let's do a
Mint is
graphical
basically
install.
Debian. Just use that. And it has a desktop.
Okay.
And then if you download the Debian edition, it really is Debian.
All right, so I want to select English.
What? They don't have Canadian in there?
Blinglish.
I am
Ju- ju-
located in a select your location. We're in Canada for
Ooh.
now.
Just pick the United States. Everybody knows we're the best,
Canada.
especially us.
Just install
kidding,
Linux and
that's a
ancient
joke.
Key
Sanskrit.
map to read. So I use American English because I don't want.
See?
But don't you want gray to be spelled differently?
It doesn't have Canadian English, only American English. That's the sign.
Okay, so it's loading installer components from the installation media.
Boy, have I seen this screen a few times.
I should have cleaned off my stool. All right, so let me see. Connect network hardware. Yeah, because this is in Windows and it's not going to be all gimpy. Where's my network cable? Someone? Anyone? Where the hell did my network cable go?
Here's a
Behind the
mess.
video card.
There it is. There it is. There it is. There it
Right
is.
here. Take this one. Take this one, Trina.
Yeah,
I just plug it into the webcam. You know?
just plug it into the webcam.
Actually,
you
I
guys
have
are
a
so
separate cable
helpful.
just for the
You know that?
laptop.
You guys are so helpful. Did I ever tell you that?
We try
I know. I can tell.
to not be helpful.
Committed.
I haven't even
Well,
said anything, so
we
how
should be.
helpful can I be?
So question, on the back of the Mac Pro, there are
Yes.
2 network ports.
Correct.
So there's one towards the opening, and then there's one towards like the side that comes off, and there's the other one. Which one should I plug it into, or does it matter?
It
Yes.
should scan both if it's Debian, I think.
I got it plugged in. So
Not that it really is any kind of measure of similarity, but it did on my G5 when I did install it on that. So.
some of your hardware needs non-free firmware.
Oh no!
That doesn't sound good at all.
Do you
That's
have-
okay. That's okay. That's just for the built-in airport. You don't care about that right now.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, well, let's. So should I say yes or no? Do you have such media? So it says some of your hardware needs non-free firmware files to operate.
Hey, Frank.
The firmware can be loaded from removable media such as USB stick or floppy. The missing firmware files are
Somewhere over the rainbow.
B43-open/U code 16_memo-FW.
Yeah.
And then it's saying,
can-
do you have the media? I'm going to say no.
No, you can install it later because you're using Ethernet anyway.
Splinix.
Detecting network hardware. Configuring the network. Okay.
Ethernet port not detected.
It
Yeah,
actually
that
did
asks
connect.
you which one to
There we
use,
go.
which one you want to use.
So I have. I'm going to bring this closer so you guys can read this.
They're Intel Ethernet controllers, so that's
She's
good.
assuming we can read.
You know, right? Top or bottom?
Well, that's a
Yeah, I know,
question.
right? That's a loaded question.
Yeah.
Whichever one is closer to the PCIe slot should be ENP9.
Well, that's the problem. They're both equally far away.
Then pick one and hope you guessed correctly.
All right, I'm going to go with the one that they got
It'll ask you
highlighted.
again if it doesn't work, I think. So, or
Yes,
you
it
can go
will.
back and do it again.
Attempting.
So just remember which one you picked and pick the other one next time if it asks
Well,
again.
yeah, well, I picked I picked the bottom.
There you go.
No, bottom one.
All right, blah blah blah. Please enter the host name for this system. Debian sounds good to me. The domain name is part of the internet address.
Just press enter, it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. Right. You need a
Remember to
password?
tick show password in clear while you're on stream.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, sure.
Well, she's just gonna put her.
Password is dildo.
She's gonna
Oh,
put
no,
her
no.
her suitcase password in there anyway.
1, 2,
2,
3,
3,
4.
5, 4. Oh, I got it wrong.
That's amazing. It's the same combination I have in my luggage.
I was about to say that too.
Freaking Spaceballs.
That is definitely not the way you spell the bad word.
I know.
You want to do what to me?
Okay, I am not
Sorry.
putting. All right, so hang tight. I'm gonna actually show it just to make sure I got. This keyboard is a mini keyboard, and I seem to have typing errors. So bear with me. You can look at the wall. I do want to double check that I'm putting it.
I think I've just
How you
woken
doing,
all my neighbors
Sophie?
up. But never
Linux.
mind.
Hey,
I thought
Sam.
you would get a laugh out of that.
You were right. Because I'm predictable like that.
The
All right.
only word that can be spelled correctly, David Starbuck, is correctly.
All right, there we go.
I can't even install Mac OS.
So a full name for the
I
user.
broke it. My MacBook Air is broken.
Until you figure out Linux, you just have to try different. I don't know.
-100.
How many times do I got to set up passwords?
Twice.
Apparently.
Bajillion.
Twice. One.
Root password and then the user password.
Well, they're going to both be the same. 'cause-
Debian,
That's what I
Debian's
usually
old
do.
school. It actually still gives you a root password. It doesn't expect you to just sudo everything.
There.
We should timestamp that.
There we go. All right. So configure
Whoa.
clock. Eastern is right.
Oh, look at that! I had Newfoundland in there. What?
Detecting disk. Yeah.
Noof.
That's why I selected my country is in Canada, because yes, I'm in Canada for now.
For the moment.
If you wish to install a new EIF mode and don't care about keeping the ability to boot one of the existing systems. Hold on.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yes.
Apparently,
I
the
would say
internet's
yes
instructions on
because
how I'm supposed
it's
to boot
a
this
Mac
up.
and it's EFI.
So it's
I mean, feel free to tell me to whatever it was that you typed in that password again if it goes wrong, but that
Fuck
would have
you,
been
Mark.
my answer.
That was the password. Yeah. All right.
Well,
So
it
we're
was
gonna
kind of
use the.
fake.
I'm just gonna let it guide it and use entire disk because sure,
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm not gonna get too because I'm not gonna worry about encrypted LVM and shit. Okay, blah blah blah. Yep, that's the drive. Partition all files in one partition. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Blah blah blah. Finish. I don't know if you can see the
Changes to
bottom of
disk.
this. So it says finish
Yep.
partitioning and wipe change and
Wipe
wipe. Yeah,
change.
wipe. Blah blah blah.
Yep, yep.
Okay, continue. For fuck's
Or
sakes.
the person my left LVM logical volume management is just
Yes, right changes to the disk. Go.
way to deal with partitions on Linux. Makes your life a little bit easier on a server, but for something like this, you wouldn't want to bother with it.
All right, so we're gonna bring it back a bit
True
and
facts.
move it up a little bit because so we are installing the base system. Let's sit back and relax. Beer.
And in the chat there, Francois is also very much right about LVM.
Although I was going to interject that if you remember the cool kids these days and you want to do snapshotting, you use BTRFS.
If I knew what snapshotting was, besides taking a screenshot, that's all I can think of.
don't get people started on BTRFS and the beef between its developer and Linus.
So
I mean,
So B-
it's Linux. Half the developers of half the shit have got beef with Linus. Let's be honest.
so
And he's got beef with quite a lot of the rest of them as well.
BTRFS, you mean Poundland ZFS with Broken RAID?
That's
Sure.
the one. Yeah, I do prefer ZFS when I can use it. I only tend to use that for big storage volumes.
So here is what I do with this computer. I do emails. I edit my website. I use FileZilla to upload it. And I look at websites. Oh, and I use Discord. That's it. Seriously. And I watch videos.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't you watch
I am
videos
pretty
on there?
basic user. Oh, we got a whole. What the hell? Configure the package manager. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
It says Canada, so I'm just going to continue. Okay. Please select the Debian archive mirror. You should use a mirror in your country or region. If you do not know which mirror has the best internet connection to you. Okay.
No clue.
Usually
I usually just accept the first one.
deb.debian.org. I'm going to go, yeah, because that's the first one. It's deb.debian.org. It's already highlighted. Okay, if you need HTTP proxy to access, I don't.
Just, yeah. Carry on.
So now we're doing the configuring up. Configuring the package manager. That's what it's configuring.
Yes.
Select and install software. There's no select option.
It's getting there.
Oh, okay.
It will allow you to do it when it's downloaded it.
Ah, okay,
Or
okay.
built it or whatever.
Snapshot is shallow copy of a disk volume partition. Revert to. Oh, okay. Okay. Cool.
If you've ever used save states in a game console emulator, it works the exact same way except for disk volume.
Cool. Cool. It's getting the list. My left says. Okay. Cool. Cool. It is really slow.
I broke my Mac. It doesn't want to boot.
Oh, here we go. Okay. Configuring popularity contest. Okay. I thought I was popular.
I was going to say, little did you know, it's entering you for Miss Canada.
Right. The system may anonymously supply the distribution developers with statistics about the most used packages on the system.
Denied.
I would say no. Can this choice be later modified by running? Oh, this choice can be modified. Okay, sweet. Yes, I do. Okay. I didn't realize how much up and down I'd have to get. I'm used to Windows where you just go. Jesus Christ. All right. Here is where I select the version. I'm going to go with GNOME. What would everybody else? So here's the options. Let me zoom in a little bit. There's the options I'm left with. I don't want to use Cinnamon because trying to get Cinnamon to look like Mac OS just doesn't work. So I'm thinking GNOME.
You can make look fairly like Mac OS.
What's that, sorry?
KDE Plasma. I'm partial to KDE in general, but it's pretty easy to make that look like Mac OS as well.
All right.
The good thing is you can install more than one.
Oh,
That's
you can
true,
too. Oh yeah, you can. All right. Well, let's install GNOME and KDE Plasma. Well, we'll see what they look like. Continue. I really should have cleared off my workbench stool because I keep going to sit down, then I got to stand back up again.
Oops.
I did it again.
Oh boy, that song.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
I didn't realize the Debian installer was this clunky.
Yeah, it's not changed in like 10, 15 years.
I've never installed Debian, so yeah. Yeah.
I've done it a lot on a lot of platforms.
So there we go. This is what it's doing right now. It is select install software. It's still going through. I'm going to sit down just to make this go faster, because every time I sit down, another screen comes up.
It's going to be here a while
Yep.
doing this bit because it's got
See, Francois, the reason,
2,131 packages to get.
Francois, the reason I like Mac OS. I like the way it looks. I like the way it acts. That's me. So. And by the way, I think I got a big middle finger from Bruno.
Why?
Was that a literal big middle finger or
No, well, I just haven't.
figurative
He
one?
hasn't messaged back at all, going no, yes, f you. So I have a feeling she's just like no.
I need to download Sonoma. The only OS I can download, the only machine that I can get Sonoma from is a machine that doesn't support Sonoma. So when you go to the App Store and click Get, it launches software update and then refuses to download because it's not compatible with this old Mac.
Joe, you
Yes.
need the download Python script.
Yeah, I'm getting it.
Yeah. That'll get it for you without going through all that shenanigans. All that BS.
That's fine. Mr. Macintosh has it.
Wow,
Yours too as well, Jason.
even my Thunderbolt Ethernet dongle works. This is just completely out of the window here. We're like completely
we got
balling.
something else that came up. All right. Let me see. A display manager is a program that provides graphical login capabilities for the X Windows system. Great. Would you recommend GDM3 or SDDM?
Because you have GNOME installed, I'd go with GDM. KDE doesn't care if it's SDDM or not.
Okay. So go with the GDM3 then? Sorry?
Yeah, pick the default.
Okay. Cool. See, I told you if I sat down, the thing goes faster. And I also want to confuse people too when they come over and they're like, "Oh, what version of Linux are you using?" And I'm like, "I'm not. It's Debian." Ha ha. Oh, question. Can I run somehow Microsoft Office?
With
Maybe
severe-
it might run in Wine. I've looked into this myself because it's one of the reasons why I haven't switched. It's a bit of a sticky wicket. There are two easy ways of doing it. One is to dual boot Windows, and the other is to run Windows in a VM and run it inside a
Because
virtual machine.
the only thing I've run into, so I like to go through and like, recently I had somebody buy all my CPUs, and they're like, "How much are all your CPUs going to cost me?" And so I went through sitting at my laptop, and I went back and forth, and I put them into an LibreOffice Excel, whatever the hell, Calc.
Calc, yes.
And for the life of me, I could not get the add formula to work. I could not get it to. So I ended up saving it as an Excel file and copying it over to my Mac. Came out here, ran Excel, boom, and added it up. But all I kept getting was 3 asterisk symbols, and I'm like, Why?
I know that there's this weird thing with spreadsheets that there are some things in Excel that are actually paid, and no one else is allowed to use them.
Well,
And I think the auto sum function in Excel is one of them.
but they do
Weirdly
they
enough.
do have the auto, like they do have auto sum. I just could not get it to auto sum.
Yeah, it might be that it works slightly different. I don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to play around with it. Yeah, because I did Google it, Francois, and it said just do this, and I went, okay, well it's the same as Excel, and then it just wouldn't add every time. I tried it 4 times, and I just went, fuck this, and I came out and used Excel, and it just worked.
For all that I've not ever been a fan of Microsoft Office, Excel is still the best spreadsheet program on around, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately, Excel is the goat.
Anyway, I'll swear and curse at it and figure it out.
It's a goat that's only got 3 legs, to be fair, but it is still a goat. Do you know the greatest feature they've just added into Excel is they've added in functions that you can use Python script in Excel, but the way they did it for security and safety purposes is it runs the Python script on an Azure server in the cloud and then sends the result back to Excel.
Love it.
Ridiculous thing.
And hundreds of thousands of people are like, library not included. What does that mean? With absolutely no way to tell.
Yeah,
cloud
this is
server
the problem. Is
to install the library.
You can't customize the libraries. It's like you get what you get with the things they install with it. It's pandas and a few other data processing libraries and stuff. But
can you really?
It would be awesome if you could switch it to a local Python instance, but you can't. It's like swing and a miss. As a Python developer, I'd really like to just be able to use my own Python stack, but never mind.
So, would you really expect different behavior from a programming language named after Monty Python?
I like Python. It pays my wages as well.
Can you write me an asynchronous serial communication script in Python, please?
No, because I don't do any hardware level Python coding.
Well, poop on you.
API.
Thank you.
I'm a web API guy.
No, it's fine. I just said that because I'm thinking about it, because I have my weather station thingies, the character generators that I'm working with, that all of their communications to the outside world are over serial, and writing asynchronous serial in a PowerShell, which is really the only programming language I know, is like trying to stab myself in the face while at the center of a black hole. So
concatenating 2 files together in PowerShell is like trying to stab yourself in the face.
Oh, yes.
Am I trying to do something like that?
Yeah.
What is
I managed to get non-asynchronous to work, but yeah.
It'd certainly be easier in Python.
Oh yeah, because you import a library and then you
Yeah,
create
take-
an object-oriented object.
Point,
Like,
point it over there.
it's like,
Don't
go
stop
wait for
it.
thing, tell me when
Yeah.
thing occur, and then
Yeah.
you have thing, and then PowerShell's like, I'm Microsoft Basic. Isn't that weird?
I'm Microsoft Basic, but even more verbose and obscure.
And, for everyday stuff, just generic things. Like, again, because I'm a Windows guy, PowerShell's pretty powerful. But,
Yeah. If you come from the Linux world and you've used Bash or anything for like doing scripting for command prompt scripts and stuff like that, PowerShell feels like scrubbing your eyes with sodium bicarbonate. It's horrible.
Ugh.
It's just so painful. Just like things that are like 2 letters in Bash are just like a word phrase with hyphens in about this long.
well, but for dumb people like me, having the word that tells you exactly what the command means and not like 3 completely unrelated English letters is that's just
Fair. If that's the way your brain works, then
yeah. I mean,
you
that's
do you.
like my brain is just anti-Linux. Like I don't hate Linux. Like don't get me wrong, I love Linux. I love command line stuff. It's powerful. It has its reason and its purpose. The entire pipe structure, everything is a device, or everything is a file. A concept of Unix and to some extent Linux is great. It's extremely useful. My brain can't remember the word salad. I just can't.
Yeah,
I'm
that's fair.
sitting there spending hours and hours stringing together commands to. Yeah, my brain. I can't.
Yeah.
Joe can't do thing.
You know, for how the Unix shell acts, Dave Cutler once said that it felt like it was written by a bunch of PhDs who've never had to use a computer.
Yeah.
If you really know what you're doing, it's great. But if you're, a little more on the layman's side, it's like, what the hell is any of this?
And therein lies the problem with desktop Linux and inexperienced computer users, because when it goes wrong and you have to resort to using the CLI, unless you know what you're doing, it looks like gibberish. I know what I'm doing with a Linux CLI, and I've bailed several people out that don't, and they're like, what are you doing? None of this makes sense. It's like, yeah, I know. Yeah. I'll
brain
accept
does
that
not work
criticism
that way.
because it came from Dave Cutler, and I think the guy's a legend. But, mostly because he used to work for DEC, but that's another problem entirely.
Speaking of DAC, OpenVMS has a current active maintainer again.
It has had for a while, actually. It's been owned by VMS Software for about 5 or 6 years.
I'm on their ambassador list.
Oh,
Yeah. I failed.
I see.
So
Boop, boop, boop.
I'm on their beta
the-
channel, the Party Pass.
There have been utterings of the fact that there might be an x86 version of OpenVMS in the pipeline somewhere.
Oh, it's full production release now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool. That took less time than I thought it would, but then again.
Oh, seeing as a bunch of the big guys from back in the day had stuck through and said, okay, we'll do one more port before we retired. It has some jank from some forced modernization, but overall it's pretty all right.
All right, so my screen's gone black.
Shake your mouse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Did you
Well,
say
I-
shake your ass?
No,
Mouse.
he only says shake
I
your
know
ass.
you did. You did.
Joe, he only says shake your ass to me in person. So. Okay, so it's finishing the installation. Maybe. It seems to be stuck at
Really?
the installed Intel microcode AMD.
That might take.
Oh, there
that
we
might
go.
take a whole minute. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Jeez, I thought installing Windows 98 back in the day on my old machine was a pain in the rear.
FTHMY D4G69 7Q426 3QQ. I forgot it.
It's been all right.
FPC8Q
Installation.
I was about to say
Installation-
thank you for the free 98 key.
3QCK. Yes.
All right.
I installed
let
that
me
so many
see.
times I haven't memorized. Sorry, Trita, go.
That's okay. So it says installation is complete. It's time to boot into your new system. So we're going to select continue to reboot.
Remove the installation media first, like it said on the screen, but you didn't read.
Well, that's all right.
It's okay. You just pull it out when the screen goes black. It's all right.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
I'm correct because I read the screen.
While we're rebooting,
The thing is, though, Joe, I did that on my Linux Mint installation and pulled the install media out when it said pull it out and press enter. It crashed the fucking operating system. I have to go through and install the damn thing again.
All right, so let's try.
Follow the
sure.
instructions, indeed.
Yeah, I've also
Internet
found.
Explorer has detected a problem. If you would
I've-
like to fix everything, click screw everything up.
I found the same thing as Mark. That I pulled it out prior, and then it goes. Then the reboot just fucks up. So I'm
Money.
just like, I'll wait till it reboots.
Yeah.
Oh,
All
I
right.
need to send invoices. Oops.
So
Uh-huh.
everything's coming up okay.
We
Yeah,
have
it's just
text
gone
on
black.
How do we need
screens
to do
and
that?
oh, a login.
Huh?
Yeah.
Everything's coming up, Millhouse.
Okay, password is
Everything's coming.
1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 0.
She has to count it because that's not actually what it is.
I know, that's what I was like. I got to be careful because I'm actually.
Oh wait, it's more than 10 characters.
Oh,
Oops.
I'm liking this.
Ooh, hard disk problems detected. Look at that.
I think you might be installing this again on a different SSD. 'Cause I think this one's about shot.
Did she
That's
use the
a-
Micron?
No, I
No,
used the
she
one that you
used
guys
a
suggested.
Samsung
Oh,
Enterprise SSD,
really?
which means it's really worn out.
Yeah, like
That
you're getting
warning,
smart failures on an SSD. That is one worn SSD.
Not only that is it's a on an SSD. If you get a smart warning, that's a sign of imminently needing to get the f- off that SSD.
Yeah,
Because
Get the fuck out of
She doesn't
Dodge.
care. We can tell she doesn't care. She's just proceeding. She just.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, well, I just want to. I at least want to play
Hey!
with it a little bit.
Look, your keyboard and mouse work.
Where did the there was a on the bottom there was the
Mark's keyboard and mouse works.
yeah. Look, I can type.
it had like the
I even have the dongle.
it had the Mac bar, but then it went away. Why did it go away?
Oh God, sorry. Camera.
Oh, there it goes.
board.
See, it's there. So how do
It's
I
probably
get it?
just set to auto hide.
Oh, it's the gnome bar. Yeah, it appears. Oh, sorry.
No,
Drunk
no, go
cameraman.
ahead. How do I get the gnome bar to show up?
See, if I were to put Mac
It'll be
OS
in the
or put
system
Linux on
settings,
this,
I
it would work great.
I
But
got
don't
into
want
the
Linux on
settings.
it. I want it on that
Maybe?
crap box back there.
Okay, why
God,
is it not getting
Damn
off? There we
USB
go.
cable.
Default dark.
Sick.
Uh,
I can't remember
Yeah,
where it lives.
change my background, but I can't seem to see.
Ooh, I need to charge my phone.
Is it under multitasking, maybe? I've done this in
Dynamic fix
Scroll down, Trina. What are the other options you have in that menu?
multimedia multi-monitor. Why multimedia monitors on anyway? Include applications from all workspaces. No, there's nothing there. Applications.
You go back to that first menu that you had there,
Yeah, I know. I just was. Yeah.
and then scroll down because
Okay.
there should be more options. Let's see. Just plays no default no. Because this is GNOME, so it should be. There's nothing that says GNOME settings. Like if you go back, if you get out of that settings menu and go back into the get the bar to show again.
How did I get to that? It was activities.
There you go, and then hit all those like 9 squares. And let's see.
Copying to disk.
And then she's got 4. Yeah, scroll over. There should be something that gives you.
Oh, there's a GIMP on it.
Douchebag.
Keep scrolling.
Yeah, hang on. I'm going to come back for a second and see if anybody's in the chat. I'm going to do.
I've lost it. I have lost it.
Javier, not Javier. Francois is saying system. Do you see something that says system?
No.
Okay, go back into the settings menu where you were before.
Hold on for a
and
sec. I'm going to see what this all does. Transmission, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. Sorry, I'm also interested to see what comes installed with it. That's all.
I think Francois may have been talking about the serial I/O stuff I was talking about.
Oh, could be.
Okay.
All right. So what is like this little suitcase thing? That's a store, right?
Software.
Yeah, software. Yep. Okay, go back into settings.
Okay, so I got to go here, and then I go to settings.
It might even be under display settings, but I don't think so. I'm not very
Let me get
familiar
it.
with.
Sorry, I'm in applications. Let me get it up for a sec.
I don't think you can do it by default in GNOME.
Yeah, you might have to get known tweaks installed.
Mm. Well,
Yeah.
first things first.
Dark mode.
I got to get a better SSD.
Yeah, right.
Find an
Yeah.
SSD that's not dying. Yeah.
Yeah.
That could be helpful if you plan on using this system in
This
the
is
long
gonna be
term.
my- this is
I
gonna be
really
my-
love the fact that you were shuffling through your SSDs and it was like, oh, use the Samsung one, it'll be really good. And
No, bro, it's
actually
GNOME.
dead. Yeah. It's just the one that's got the
The,
headache.
the Micron is probably the best one from a reliability and longevity standpoint, only because it's so slow nobody decided to use it.
All right, we're
And
gonna
it's-
power it
it's
off
also-
for now.
It's also so slow that it's probably not done very many reads and writes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what I meant to say.
Time over effort kind of thing. Yeah,
Alright,
true.
Let's come back on the thing.
I
Hi.
have a good
It's
condition
you.
terabyte Samsung kicking around next time I'm up that way.
Okay. I'm still gonna put on
Is
a,
Amber
just a
streaming?
small one. No, Justin is. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
she's
Amber
streaming.
was doing her first game stream. Hi, Amber. Sorry, totally forgot. I was gonna watch. All right. On that note, I'm gonna end the stream. Yeah.
Joe.
Hi guys. But yeah. So hey, the memory works. The SSD doesn't. After everybody going, yeah, use that SSD. Okay.
It's
all our
what's
fault.
known. It's what's known
I
in the
just said
industry.
all our
as a-
fart. It's all our,
it's-
our fault, Trina.
It's what's known in the industry as a qualified success,
Yes.
as in it succeeded but failed.
Task
But we
failed
know why it
successfully.
failed, so we can fix it next time.
Yes, this is true. All right, so I want to thank everybody who. I'm going to make everybody the same size. Why am I big? I want to thank everybody who's come in. We had Spoofer, we had Mark,
Woo.
we had Jason. Hi, Jason. We had Dana, we had Joe, we had Sloopy, who looked like he was falling asleep. I was keeping him awake. And thank you to everybody in the chat. We might do a part 2 of this tomorrow night.
With an
showing-
SSD that works.
Showing it with an SSD that works.
Well, the SSD did work. It just wasn't going to survive.
Yeah, right. They're like,
It
"Take
works,
out,
but
take it
not
out."
for much longer.
Yeah, right.
Well, it might last longer than you think. It just says it's going to fail. It doesn't say when.
All right.
So it
Yay,
might
my,
last-
and my Popeyes will soon be on the way.
Ooh, Popeyes.
I haven't eaten all day, so I was kind of getting a little hungry.
Your gut
Oh no,
bomb is
Francois,
on the
they're
way.
invading!
Trina's gut bomb is on the way.
Did it succeed to fail or fail to succeed? Yes.
Yes.
All
Yes,
the
that's
above.
definitely the answer to that. Yeah.
So yeah, thank you to everyone who joined. Check out trinastech.com. The link in my doodle is in the description. You can find all my online social presence, including my coffee account. It is my birthday money. This my birthday month. So hey, if you want to make a
coffee.
donation and say happy birthday, that would be greatly appreciated.
Everybody who donates $100 Canadian or more will get to see Trina in her birthday suit.
Um,
I will pay. I will have somebody pay that to not see that.
Jeez.
for every $500 I raise, I won't be in my birthday suit.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, of course, she does it on YouTube. She won't have a YouTube channel, so.
Yeah, there we go.
I mean, I do have my
Permanently
blue sky. So anyway, folks, thank you everyone for joining. It's been a blast. At least we know the memory works, so that's the main thing.
It was fun.
Been a stream, everybody.
I was kind of worried about that. So I will say good night, and I will end the stream. Yeah, exit the stream. Yeah, I'm gonna exit the stream and leave Woody here. Have a good night, everyone.